so that they always roll snake eyes or what whatever he needs for the game of craps that they're playing. This will be in this tower over here. Oh, right. We just represent with one for now.
Oh yeah, because it's so large.
All right, microphone's up. Everything's live.
We're on. We're
mic
live.
Check 1 2. Can you tell if you? I guess you're listening in Discord, so does everything sound?
Oh,
okay?
he's so close to my face.
I'm hoarse.
Everything sounds good on my end.
Okay, you can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Perfect. I'm gonna try and be quiet but loud at the same time. Should be good. How is our noise level gotta be tonight, by the way?
It's fine.
Okay.
My wife will be home with babies in like 10 minutes, so there might be a brief loud interruption for about 5 minutes, and then it
while we all go, oh babies, it's the babies, it's adorable.
I'm excited to see your little girls, man. They're adorable.
Yep,
Yeah.
on stream for all of Twitch to see.
Okay.
Yep. Welcome to the new age.
Internet famous.
Alrighty. Oh, Casey and I just finished up Lord of the Rings again. We went through a full because she started watching Fellowship, and she watched all of Fellowship on Netflix, and then they didn't have Two Towers, so she moved over to the Plex server that we have, which has the extended editions, and that's when I came in. Which I always skip Fellowship. I don't know, like, before I had any sort of Plex, I only had the DVDs for the other two, the extended edition. Yeah. And I had a VHS tape for Fellowship, so I just never watched it. I always watched Two Towers and Lord of the Rings, or Return of the King. And so, like, once again, it's like I missed out on Fellowship with the Ring and then joining her at Two Towers.
Two Towers is a good starting place.
If
you're familiar
with
the stories.
Oh my gosh, I probably bugged her because I sat there, like, quoting it half the time.
I always do that.
Like, as soon as Treebeard comes on, I'm like, every single line.
I got two specifically for
so
my tablet, so.
And we're just waiting.
My wife and I literally started watching that this weekend.
Noise.
Like the extended editions, even because I have them on DVD.
Yeah. So it came on Netflix, and that's what brought it to Casey's attention, and brought it to mine as well. So, I mean, awesome. If that's the same for you.
Nope, I actually have owned the extended editions since they first came out.
They should re-release them in 4K if they haven't already.
Although now that I'm older and more like familiar with like movie editing and everything, because the extended editions are those new scenes, I could like see cuts in there, and I'm just like, okay, that's kind of bugging me a little bit, because all of a sudden they just like smash cut to the regular scene, and you're just like, okay, it took me a while.
Good transition.
Yep. Yeah. Like when they're coming out of Lothlorien or whatever, and they're going into the west. The elves.
Yeah.
On the extended part.
Mm-hmm. And when they do, so the one that really caught my eye.
The transformation for Gollum.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I love the transformation.
You're like, and CGI and animated.
Yeah. And I'm like pointing out, like, Viggo Mortensen broke his toe here. He almost died in this scene, and I'm just like, wow, Viggo Mortensen really had a hard time in this movie.
Samwise Gamgee stepped on glass at the end of Fellowship. When they're doing that river scene when he's like, Frodo, and goes after him. There's like a broken glass bottle and went through his prosthetic and stabbed his foot.
Ugh.
Crazy.
That ruined your whole day.
But the smash cut that kind of got me a little off kilter was when they're talking to Sauron in Return of the King after he dies. Yes. Spoiler alert. And it just cuts to Treebeard talking normal, like about because they had to shorten.
There was no reaction of like we killed him or anything. It's just like boom.
Yeah.
Treebeard talking,
and I was like,
and then Pippin jumping off like, oh, we're gonna go get this thing,
get this bowling ball. Yeah.
What the farther away we are from harm.
So many good.
Salted pork.
I'm kind of annoyed by the fact that I'm noticing that Gimli was more like just a joke character throughout the entire thing. But then I remember that dwarves get like the first trilogy all to themselves to be badass.
Still counts as one.
That's true.
Yeah.
Dane Ironfoot, if he had not been CGI'd, would have been a lot cooler, I think. But he was awesome. Yeah. Good. It was a good actor choice.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh, it was awesome.
Alrighty. So I guess we'll just go ahead and begin without Ari. We'll do the recap here really quickly.
Ari's sleeping.
Yes, everybody should be sleeping.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So last time, the party made their way through the Mire of the Dead Men and found their way to Castle Neater. Along the way, they encountered a lizard folk by the name of Snapjaw, who mentioned that his people were they weren't very happy with the way things were. They were considered lesser citizens compared to the bullywugs, and the cultists kind of encouraged that to keep the bullywugs happy. And he talked about how they wanted to kill the bullywug leader, and that should allow them to rebel and take over the castle and get rid of these bullywugs once and for all. So the party infiltrated the castle with Snapjaw's help under the guise of cultists, and they were able to get into the castle, and they found this room where they spoke with an elf by the name of Borngray, one-eyed elf, kind of the leader of the cult here in the castle, and he thought they were cultists and directed them to do a simple job. And when they got back from that job, they ran into an old foe by the name of Resmir. And she, once again, looks like this. For those of you who have forgotten what Resmir looks like.
Yes. Little dragon.
Yes.
And
she and her cultists attacked the party, and they had this great big to-do in the Great Hall. Resmir escaped. They were able to kill off the cultists, but they also got the unfortunate result of having an alarm set off and bullywugs coming for them from all directions. So they escaped to the top of the tower that they're currently sitting in, if we can see that on screen. If not, that's fine. Yep.
15 seconds.
Yep. Everything except for that corner.
And they pulled up in there to try and get a long rest, but the bullywugs were breaking down the door. So the resident bard and sweet talker, Brahm, was able to put on his cultist robes that he gathered, his wearer of purple robes.
Because he's a cultist.
Yes. And so he and Lunira were able to convince the bullywug leader, Farblex Splattergoo, and that they were the cultists that were supposed to be there, and the others had escaped, the ones who had attacked the castle. Farblex told them that they needed to get out of the castle because he was claiming it now that Resmir had kind of failed and most of her cultists were dead, and they decided to spend the night there and try and figure out what they could. Along the way, their monk got a insignia of claws, which is not a pair of fist weapons like I thought it was.
Oh.
It is actually a medallion with a amethyst gem in it.
Oh, but yes. It still adds the...
Yes, it adds that kind of supernatural amethyst glow.
It's the Iron Fist.
Yeah, to whatever. Yeah, it's pretty much like the Iron Fist.
It is the chi.
It is the chi.
It is the chi within.
But now the party is holed up in the same room that they were in before. They have taken a short rest at this point, so if you haven't taken a short rest on your character, make sure that you do so now.
Got it.
Forever hold your peace.
We're good. Also, apparently I was told to look in the northwest tower.
Yes, you were able to find a familiar raven in the rooms of Resmir.
Yeah, that's right.
And the raven directed you to have the wizard look in the northwest tower, said he might find something interesting.
Like you, I can accompany you in my attire.
Remember if I still have my religion.
At this point, all of the bullywugs believe that you guys are cultists.
Like puddles.
Yep, they believe that you are supposed to be there because they did pull you out into the courtyard. If you remember, the
oh, that's right. He vouched for us.
Yes, and he vouched for you.
Yep.
So
right. Okay.
Yeah, they still kind of are. The bullywugs are still kind of high and mighty right now because they think they control the castle, which, I mean, by all intents and purposes, they might.
Stupid frog.
By the way I look when I'm walking is basically Mickey Mouse and Fantasia.
That's actually what I was picturing.
thinking.
Yeah.
Probably get like a tailor to
The
adjust
Sorcerer's
that.
Apprentice one? Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. There's mops just flying around. And, yeah, let's investigate the Northwest Tower.
Does anyone else like to come, or?
Go with.
Let's let Ari do her chi and let's go.
Skedaddle.
Yeah.
I'll come with you.
All right, it's a party.
Yeah.
It's a party.
Oh wait,
for
it's a party.
All right. Well, we'll have to put on airs for a little, but I'm sure that we will be able to split some skulls before the day is out.
It is in the evening at this point. It is about 8 o'clock at night. So the sun has set. Kind of this moonless night has fallen over the castle.
So,
It's dark.
and he said that he wanted us out relatively quickly, so we probably want to make haste, get there, see what we can do about Mr. High and Mighty.
Yeah. Arblex, the foul.
Mr. Fablex the Foul.
Yeah, let's go tread lightly.
Okay, so you guys are up on the 3rd floor. To get to the other tower, there's no immediate rampart that gets to the tower. You have to go down to the 1st level and across the inner courtyard to the inner board.
You need a grappling hook.
You'll have to toss me.
I can gust you 5 feet, but I can't toss you.
No.
Are you continuing to wear your robes?
Yes, I will continue to wear my robes with the talisman that I had from that.
That's right.
The robes that I have was of a higher ranking
Yes,
officer.
because you got them directly from.
Good Saiyan Wraith.
So,
No, it was Mondath.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yes.
Mondath.
Yep, you're right.
Yep. So you've got her robes and her. She's not exactly one of the highest, but she's
high.
one
Middle
of the,
management.
what is known as the wearers of purple, where you guys have figured out that the wearers of purple are basically the more devoted in the court. All right,
And
so
I'm gonna be looking as I'm walking like. Question: do I remember seeing how they walk? Do they walk like really pious?
they walk like normal humans as far
They
as
just kind of walk naked.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna
the
walk a
ones
little more
like
pious
the
than
ones
you
like
do.
Resmir and Frolem, they give themselves a little bit more of like a saunter because that's how important people walk, right?
Right.
They
So
walk like important.
I'm gonna walk with a little bit of air, but a pious air.
Okay, so you guys head down 2 levels down the stairs, and you get down to the bottom level, and the door opens up before you open it up yourselves. And again, the area that you're standing in this 1st level is kind of flooded, and there's a bunch of boards that you guys are just kind of walking over. But the door opens up, and a familiar lizard folk is standing there. And Snapjaw kind of looks at each of you, and when he sees that Aki was with you, he speaks to you in Draconic, and he says, "You were supposed to get rid of Farblex, not give him the castle."
we are temporarily postponed, but we have a plan. Just you need to have faith in us, Snapjaw. We will dispose of Farblex in due time.
I don't
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
We have a 5 plus my persuasion, which is 3, an 8.
He hisses at you and he says,
Oh.
"If Farblex is not dead by dawn, I'm turning you guys over."
Well, that's great because our plan involves killing him.
And then he just closes the door. Damn it, that was good. And he opens it back up. Good.
I turn to Brahm and I say,
Yes.
"Have to do something about the frog dude
And
fast."
then at this point, Brahm feels very honor bound because he did talk to that other guy. So
The other lizard folks.
we will make it happen. I think as soon as we get to acquire the trinkets that we're in search of, we can make short work of him. Right, Thordock?
Toads.
I believe Lunira here
Totes.
has won many a battle, so I think
It must be at work.
will be good.
Yeah, that frog does not stand a chance.
You've eaten frog legs before. They taste nasty.
Frog legs.
Just out of curiosity, you've seen Farblex on a day-to-day basis, right?
But we're not friends.
Well, you've seen him around.
Talking in partial
Does he seem to have an arcane persuasion? Is that the thing?
He has magic, yes, but not sure what kind.
Yes, he has magic. So
that's what you.
What kind?
Unknown. So tread lightly.
Okay. He's gonna give us syphilis.
Well, there's some sort of fungi. Yeah, warts.
Salmonella.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, if we fry him up, we can have frog legs for dinner.
Exactly. Like I said, we'll feast tonight.
Yeah, feast of Farblex.
Very good.
Feast on Farblex.
Can you iterate to him that perhaps they may want to be ready for our there will be a loud sound that they will recognize as signal.
See if I can translate that into Draconic.
One of our shadows.
Drums in the deep at the right moment, but in Draconic.
You wizards always speak in riddles.
Well, yeah. We read a lot, so.
Good imaginations.
Let's see if I can remember my ID.
Harry Potter.
Uh-oh. Must not go back to Hogwarts.
Don't go back to Hogwarts. Dobby.
Dobby is.
Toads is Orcish for Hells Yeah.
I figured, but I just wanted to be, Is it Orcish or Orkin?
Orcish.
Okay, I was way off. Orkin sounds cool.
Orkin is
Orcish
killer whale.
Yeah.
Orkin.
Or a pest control
Orkin's
company.
a barbecue.
Or barbecue, yeah.
It's an Orcish barbecue.
Not a sandwich place.
I'm just trying to remember. I don't know if it's just that they speak Orcish specifically, or if it's giant.
That's a good question.
Language is common Orc. Okay, so it is Orcish. Okay. Alrighty. Snapjaw will kind of give you guys another glare, and then he'll walk off.
I'm gonna give him like a.
I do the
Good to
proper
see you,
Draconic goodbye, which I don't know
It
what
does
it is,
not
but I do that.
It's
flick your
just
tongue
goodbye in Draconic.
No.
Okay.
You flick your tongue. You do the tongue thing.
It's like a snake. Become another mating ritual or something.
I puff up my neck with one of those.
Accio is now getting married to lizard folk.
Oh Lord, no.
Rolled a natural one on persuasion.
Know that. Okay. So you guys head out.
Okay.
You go back into the Great Hall. The bodies of the cultists are lined up against the wall now.
Should we pick up some robes? Or do you think
None of these cultists have robes. They're all wearing kind of
they're
leathers.
naked?
Well,
They're
we
the
don't
kind of
want to pick
mercenary
over the
ones.
corpses we just killed. That might be a little suspicious. I mean, if you want to.
I've been told to.
And the guard drakes are in there as well, the dead guard drakes.
Oh, they smell us.
No,
Oh, they're dead.
dead.
I remember killing them, but for a second, I was a little tipsy.
After we dispose of the larger folk, perhaps we back in pockets.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys were able to collect most of the treasure that was on the ground here. The rest has been picked up by the bullywugs.
I have
But
to figure out where they took the treasure.
To the treasure room.
We can just kill them.
I mean,
It's brilliant.
I'm sure there's a treasure room here somewhere.
It's probably in the
Let's
basement.
find this
Alright.
treasure.
No, the dungeon is in
Or
the basement.
the dungeon.
Well, I guess there could be the basement, and then the basement, and then the dungeon.
basement.
I was talking about the basement's
The
basement.
cellar.
And you guys head out the door. The inner ward is kind of just the stretch of open courtyard that's separated from the main courtyard.
Okay.
On your right, kind of 20 feet off, is a door that's to the central tower. And as you guys look up the tower, you see up at the top, unlike the other towers, this one has been modified and has a kind of brass dome up at the top that looks like an observatory of sorts.
Okay.
Interesting.
Huh.
If everybody wants to go ahead and roll me a history check to see if that triggers any memories about Castle Natar.
Yeah.
14.
I doubt that.
My rolls are terrible today.
14. Okay.
What type of roll is this?
History check.
18.
I rolled a 9 with a -1, so 8.
Okay.
22.
Thornock doesn't remember anything. Akio doesn't recall anything other than he's seen observatories before. Would you roll?
22.
Or did you want to roll history?
No,
Oh.
I don't feel that my character would really.
Do you need the rule box?
Nope.
You're gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking of like sitting on the ground and then rolling. I was thinking
And
of
then you can veto any rolls
I
because
think
they're
you
on the
should.
ground. They're not on the table. You can choose which rolls you get.
Exactly.
Yep, that's exactly
Perfect plan. No, I don't. I can roll on the table. We're good.
So, Rom,
Yes.
as you're looking up here, you kind of recall a little bit of information that you heard about Castle Natar.
Okay.
Over half a century ago, no, actually, a century. Your memory's a little fuzzy on that.
An exact
Somewhere.
A
second.
half-elf wizard built the castle
Okay.
to kind of be. He built it on the edge of the mire, but then the mire kind of encroached in, like it
Okay.
always does. He lived there a relatively short time before the growing swamp flooded past the castle on all sides and made the location too remote, even for his taste. So after the structure sat abandoned for years, a group of astrologers called the Academy of Stargazers claimed it. And they built an observatory here using a specific piece of equipment. A piece of magic
Hello,
equipment.
what did I miss? Is everybody dead?
We're going to the tower to get my potential magical option.
So that's what you're looking at up here is this observatory.
Okay.
So Colby,
On your
you
left is the observatory.
you are the only one left in the third floor room that you guys were taking a rest in.
Sorry, we left you.
I'm gonna go kill the frog.
No, they're actually heading to the northwest tower because they remembered that the Raven told them that the wizard might find something interesting up there. And along their
Then
way
we'll go.
into that tower, they encountered Snapjaw, who threatened them, threatened to expose your group if you guys didn't kill Splatterblex or
Fleur.
We told them we would do it.
Flex Blacks.
Farblex.
Farblex.
We told them we'd do it before dawn.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going up to the third floor tower because what I missed that part.
Sorry, so they're heading to the northwest tower. If you remember last week, the Raven that you guys have encountered before told you that the wizard might find something interesting up there.
Quote the Raven.
Oh yeah. That's right. Okay. Okay, so you guys all we were on like the main level, right? In one of
Yes.
the rooms.
So you were actually on the third level of. In fact, I'll put you here. You were on the third level of that tower. You'll see it in 15 seconds or so.
I'm not even logged into the Twitch. I
Okay.
just jumped on
So
this.
you're on the third level of the southwest tower.
Do you have scissors?
Okay, let me see
We
if I
shall
can
bring the
find
scissors.
I rolled a natural 1 on opening the jerky.
fuzzy-squirrel.
Natural one on jerky opener.
Yep. fuzzy-squirrel.tv.
Sir. Alright, Fuzzy.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, now I gotta watch a PlayStation ad.
Woo! But you can skip it in 30 seconds.
If you log in and you have a Amazon Prime account, you won't have ads.
Got it open.
I am logged in.
You just gotta link your Amazon Prime if you got one. DM bribes.
Okay.
Just a second.
That one was actually a 17.
So I can see the map now.
Okay. So you're the kicking monk in this situation.
What, Colin?
Or did you say I was down on the main level?
No, you're actually up on the third floor, where you guys hold up against the bullywugs.
Close up of me eating.
Yeah, so you're up on the third floor, where you guys originally barricaded yourself in the library, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That was our resting room.
yep, that's where
Whoa.
Farblex basically sent you back there as you can stay here where you guys have been staying.
Awesome.
Got it. And everybody else is on the main level heading to the tower?
Yes.
Passing all the dead bodies that we killed.
Yeah.
Like, what if I did want to stealth in and try and kill Bullywug?
If you'd like to, you can try.
Don't die.
You can always try anything.
We found out that he.
No.
Oh wait, I can't tell you that.
No.
That's metagaming. I'm sorry. I can't. I almost told you.
You can do whatever you want to, but if you die, I don't know. I don't know how soon we'll get there.
Thanks for catching me on that, by the way.
He might have froggy necro magic that will turn you into dead frog.
Or give you warts. We're not sure.
Or give you warts. Yeah, that's what
We're thinking it's words.
It's something.
Possibly syphilis.
But while you guys are heading across the courtyard to the Northwest Tower, Ari wakes up from her trance. You have taken a long rest at this point because you only need 4 hours.
I don't even think I needed to take one, but I'm taking one anyway.
Yeah. Get your hit points up in case.
Do it.
It's your key points.
I know the key points regenerated at a short rest for her. Yep.
Perfect. All right.
Okay, thanks for the recap.
No problem.
Continue.
So you wake up. What do you want to do? And everybody else is here. You don't know where they went.
We didn't even know.
I'm like, man, this could have left me in the mood or
Yeah,
something.
we should.
Sorry.
Gone.
Sorry. I project my voice.
What time is it?
It is around.
How dark is it out there?
It's dark outside. It's probably around like early evening.
The evening. Okay. I'm going to use Pass Without a Trace on myself. I'm going to leave the room and go downstairs.
Okay, so you are you sneaking or are you just moving?
Yes, I'm trying to be stealthy.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check then.
It's like when the mom leaves her kid at the pool.
That's going to be a 31.
31.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, plus 10.
Yeah, with the plus 10. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I can't tell if you're cheating tonight. They're called.
I will take screenshots of every single die roll.
So you're going to be able to make it all the way down the 2 levels, all the way to the floor level. Now, if you remember this room right here that you're moving into, it's kind of this flooded causeway. There's a lot of planks and everything, and you move through that and into the Great Hall. At this point, you guys will be heading over here, because that's the Northwest Tower. Yep. So where would you like to go once you enter the Great Hall? You see the remnants of the battle prior to today, or the prior battle today, and the bodies of the cultists lined up on the right side of the wall, as well as the 3 guard drakes that you took down.
Okay. I would like to... The barracks are kind of over at the bottom right of the screen, is that right?
The barracks are... The barracks are going to be right here, where the point of the pencil is going. You'll see it in just a few seconds.
Okay.
Sort of in the middle on the northern portion of the castle.
Are there guards in front of that door?
If you look out, so you look out from the Great Hall, and you do see that there are no guards.
Okay. Yeah, I want to stealth up to the door and see if it's locked, see if I can...
Hey, go ahead and give me another stealth check
then
for the courtyard.
Jump back kind of thing.
Okay.
That is a 20.
20. Okay.
Parkour.
You're not parkour. Never live parkour.
Check one more place
But
here.
the legend of the monk was way parkour.
Great movie. All right.
Uh-huh.
So you make your way through. You don't attract any attention that you can see. Nobody calls out and says, "Hey, what are you being all sneaky over there for?" Or anything of the sort. So you walk up to the barracks. You check the doorknob, and it turns easily.
Okay. Can I kind of open it a crack and see if I can see what's going on inside?
Sure, go ahead and give me one more stealth check.
34.
Yeah, so you open up the door.
Piss off, ghost.
You look inside and you see that there is the ground of this barracks is kind of muddied, as is most of this ground level, where the bullywugs have kind of churned up a bunch of mud, and there are a lot of bullywugs lounging around here. It looks to be, by your count, there's about 20 to 24 bullywugs. And then inside, you don't see any of them that match Farblex's description, no crocodile heads or anything on top of them. But you do see over on the right side of the barracks, there is a staircase leading up to another level.
We saw him, or was that just Preston that saw him and we were eavesdropping on his conversation?
No, so you all did get to see him because he pulled
Okay,
you all out
okay.
into the courtyard to verify that you are who you say they are.
That's right.
Or rather, to ask
Um,
Preston
Met
who
him.
you guys were, who you said you were.
So here's my question.
Mhm.
And if I'm metagaming, forgive me and feel free to refuse
Yes.
to answer. But I guess I'm just wondering, like, to what extent does like my insanely high stealth check, like, could I make it through this room to the stairs without? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm
No,
technically
most
invisible,
likely,
right?
most likely not. Pass without a trace makes it so that you don't leave any sort of like tracks or anything. You're basically very limited. It doesn't like conceal you in shadow.
Sure.
So you wouldn't be able to walk through an open room of bullywugs.
Even like I'm stealthy.
Yeah,
Nobody can
it's
see me.
it's not like being a rogue in World of Warcraft where you turn literally invisible and then you can walk
Sure.
past anything. So no, you wouldn't be able to go into that room directly.
Okay. In that case, I want to move on to the room just below that on the screen that I'm
Okay.
looking at. Kind of try and stealth over there and try that door, see what's inside.
Okay. Can we move down to that? And yes, we'll get back to the rest of you in just a moment.
It's kicking the door in.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the barracks. The other one is something else. That is the barracks.
Okay,
My bad.
that's what I had thought.
Yeah. And then, so you want to move to the other door? Because there's another door that leads. So there's.
Up from my vantage point, like further up the screen.
So back
That
where
makes sense.
you were.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you open the door to that one, where you peek inside. I won't make you roll for it. Inside, you do see there are 8 giant lizards in different paddocks, kind of lounging about or eating a carcass of something or other. This appears to be a stable.
Okay. I will just. I'll start looking for my friends.
Okay. Oh, sorry. There's one more thing with the stable. You do notice that there is a second level to the stable. There's a staircase, or not a staircase, but one of those ladders that leads up to a second level there.
Okay.
You-
I could cast darkness. Maybe try and like run over to the ladder. Nah, I don't want to spend all my key in one blow. Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna go over to like the spiral staircase, kind of.
Okay, so
Just,
you're heading to the northwest tower.
And trying to creep along and looking for my friends.
Okay. Alrighty, so we'll get to that in just a moment here. The rest of you make your way to the northwest tower. There, let's see. You guys approach this kind of, it's not actually, there's not actually a doorway for this tower. It's just kind of this broken section of the tower itself. And as you
Be right
approach, yeah, as you approach, there's this kind of noxious smell that gets into all of your nostrils and makes you all gag. And you look into the tower. There must have been a wooden floor in the tower when it was built to cover the dungeon pit beneath it. But now the floor is gone and the dungeon has been turned into a garbage pit and latrine filled with foul-smelling waste and swamp water to just a few feet below the level of the doorway. The floor above is badly rotted and large portions of it have collapsed. Through gaping holes in the second floor, you can see that the third floor is still in good condition. But to reach the stone stairs that circle upward around the outer wall, you must cross 10 feet of indescribable muck.
Well, leave it to the freaking Raven to lead us to trash.
You'll love it, I promise.
Sometimes the best things in life are worth
I will.
getting.
I'll cross it.
Okay.
I've
So,
smelled worse
are you
than
just going to try and move through the muck, or
Wait,
are you going to try and...
Can I detect if
jump?
this is a trap? I'm wondering if the walls are going to close in on us. This is a garbage chute.
Go ahead and roll me an investigate check.
14?
bunch of mimics.
No, you don't appear to see any sort of traps that, like, for closing walls or anything.
I think we're good.
So, Luneris, are you just moving through it, or you're trying to jump across to the stairs?
I am going to move through it
Okay.
because I have dealt with muck in the past.
Okay. So you take your first few steps into the muck, and you're kind of crossing through. Everybody's watching, and about halfway through,
Oh no, something's gonna suck me under.
Oh my gosh.
Please no.
One-eyed monster.
Little Oculus. Don't do it. No.
So that is a
Scared for you.
an 18 to hit.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
You stepped on a biohazard, a
What
needle,
hit you?
a hypodermic needle. You get syphilis.
Oh no!
No. I knew it.
You.
I knew it. Dang frog people.
So you're gonna take 4 bludgeoning and 8 piercing damage. So
12 minus.
So those are 2 different instances of damage.
Right.
So it's 4 minus 3,
Right,
so
which is
1, and then 8 minus 3, 5. So 6 total damage. And I need you to. And so basically, what happens is you're crossing along, and you feel something smack into your leg, and then dig in with spiny needles, and then it just pulls you, and it pulls you under.
Oh my gosh.
So
What?
I need you to
I
roll
give you a
me
genius.
a
Somebody
Constitution
save her.
saving throw.
Somebody save her.
I knew this was gonna happen.
She doesn't need saving, but somebody
So-
help her.
So,
So
I'm
con-
not familiar
yes.
with
Okay, so a
Constitution, so I had that save,
Save, yep.
plus 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
So you'll roll your d20 and add 6.
Okay, I see.
You got it, you got it.
18 plus 6, 22.
22. Okay.
Or
So
24, excuse me.
Yeah.
so a successful saving throw means you you basically take a deep breath of foul-smelling air as you feel yourself being pulled into the water.
Uh-oh.
So you'll be able to hold your breath as you're dragged into the water for 1 plus your Constitution modifier minutes. So however many. What's your con
6.
modifier?
Crap.
My
Oh, your modifier. Probably like 4.
my modifier is plus 2 for the Constitution.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Modifier is plus
Keep
2.
your blasters.
And you
Don't shoot them.
you see as you're pulled under, you kind of turn around and you know it's very hard to see through the muck, but obviously you don't want to keep your eyes closed because you know what could be attacking
Yeah.
you. You do see a large creature
I'm gonna get
that
double
has
pink
a
eye.
gaping.
Hey guys.
It has a gaping mouth, and it has it doesn't have any sort of eyes except for on a back like tentacle stalk. It's got like 3 eyes in a row.
You guys are
And
right.
What has you is sort of this pale creature with tentacles, and it looks like that.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my lord.
We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative at this
It's
point.
not the owl bear, guys.
No, it's not the owl bear.
An elephant contracted tentacleitis.
I need everybody to roll me that sweet, sweet initiative.
Sweet, sweet lovin'.
Sweet. need initiative.
I missed a minute or two. Where did this all go down?
A trash monster.
So in the Northwest Tower, they found a pile of muck that used to be dungeon pit and kind of became like a garbage disposal area. And there's about 10 feet of muck between them and the spiral staircase that they needed to get to. Lunera waded through and she made it about halfway before something grabbed her leg and drug her under. And I don't know, Colby, if you saw the picture, but it looks like that.
Spiny tentacle eye stalk thing.
Yep.
I even checked for traps to see if the wall was going to close.
The wall's not going to close. We're just going to get eaten by a sewage monster.
Fantastic.
I knew this was coming. I've seen this before somewhere. I don't know where. Probably because like we don't have the rights.
Okay,
but
you go get her. You dive in. I can't get my robes wet.
Fun Star Wars fact, that creature is called a Dianoga.
yeah, I bet this creature's called a something. A diarrhea.
Freaking Mac.
Die your bro.
Akio, what did you roll for initiative?
12.
12.
Pretty low.
Lunera.
A 7.
7.
5 plus 2, 7.
Brahm.
19.
19.
Nice.
Okay. Thornock.
7.
What'd you roll?
And then Ari, I'm having you roll initiative as well.
She's
You'll catch up.
Who knows what should be there?
Sorry, I was muted. Crap.
Not eating cheese pull aparts, are you?
6.
6.
No, 7.
7.
Braum for the win. Looks like you're getting your robes wet, buddy.
We broke 3 sevens, you guys.
It's true. It's going to be a lucky night for you guys if you rolled 3 7s, right?
Sounds like death.
Jackpot.
Okay, I'll be right back. My wife's here. I'm gonna go
Sail through
help her
the
real quick.
trash. Do we need to move cars? I might have parked in front of your garage.
Yeah, I'm in the garage. I'm in front of the garage too.
Which side, left or right?
I'm on the right side.
You on the right?
I'm on the left.
It's okay. I think we can manage.
I can move my truck if you need. Doesn't matter.
No, it's okay. We'll just go this
Are you
way.
sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
I didn't think about that. I thought everyone was home.
Yeah, me too. Who stays out this late?
Apparently she does.
And we do, because we're not home.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Fair point.
All right, it's actually going to be Braum first.
Okay.
Braum, there's this, something just happened to Lunera. She's gone.
Can I at this point, I see her. I see her disappear though, right?
Yes. Yep. You see her go, "Huh!" and she just gets drug under.
Okay. And do I see the direction she's being drug?
Yes. She goes down into the left.
I want, and this is a 10 foot by 10 foot roomish.
So the room itself is actually, this bottom level is a full 40 by 40.
45, 40.
Yeah,
All right.
40 by 40.
Shoot, I can't see him.
You're not sure how far down it goes.
I want to.
Break free.
I want to break. How thick is this water?
The muck itself is like swampy water, but
Yeah.
there is a lot of like refuse.
If I
refuse.
Put my illumination, would I be able to tell if they would illuminate below the water?
Yeah, you've tested that before. You've tested because as a bard, you probably tested like watercolor lights and
Right,
everything.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they make really cool effects normally.
I want to attempt to cast dancing lights.
Okay.
And I want to spread them out under the water to try and get visibility of what's going on, like a silhouette.
Each dancing light can do how much?
This is like a
area?
torch.
Okay.
It is a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
And so I want to up to 60 feet. It has to be within 20 feet of another height. 20 feet. So what I want to do is I want to just ring light this sucker and just see if I can get a silhouette or a mark on where he's sitting at.
Okay. So you fling your dancing lights out with a flick of your wrist. One goes to probably each corner of the room and just sinks down in.
Yep, I'm going to be looking frantically to see if I can identify where she would be.
And you can see the silhouette of the tiefling struggling against this tentacle, and you can see the silhouette of this tentacle creature.
Okay, and I'm going to be like, Thornock, Akio, there.
Okay.
Hi.
Akio is holding his action.
Anything else that you're doing?
That's...
So dancing light's an action? Or
It
a
is
bonus?
a cantrip 1 action, yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast that just to shed light on the situation.
All right.
And then I'm going to step aside if I'm blocking traffic. Hey, you.
And then it is Akio's turn, but he's going to hold his action.
I will. I actually just want to see if I can jump across onto the stairs.
Okay.
To have a better vantage point.
Okay, I'll need an athletics check when you
Will
get
you
back.
roll for me?
Yeah, I'll roll for you.
Thanks.
That's a 12 plus is
Athletics, which is probably not very
I
good.
think my athletics is like a 3.
Wow, it's actually not bad for
alright.
a wizard.
I almost have it open. So 12 plus whiskey.
Super athletic wizard.
Yep.
Right. It works out. Alright, athletics is a 1.
1? Okay. Yeah, not as athletic as we thought. So 13, yeah, he makes it over to the stairs.
Okay.
So, and he'll hold the rest of his action there as he's
Cool.
kind of searching through this water. Then it is Ari. You see the glow from the tower long before you see your companions, but you do hear panicked whispering, because I'm assuming that you guys aren't being too quiet, but you're not being too loud either.
Okay.
And you approach the tower to see that they're all frantically looking into this pile of garbage that smells terrible.
I say, thanks for letting me rest. With a raised eyebrow.
You weren't
And,
here? I
say,
didn't know you were going.
Where's Lunera?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
He,
It's free action.
Lunera, she's just been pulled under. There, and I'm going to point to where in the silhouette in the water.
Mhm. You do see the silhouette of a tiefling struggling against something wrapping around her leg, this kind of large tentacled creature.
I jump in the water and try and punch it.
Okay, so you're going to go ahead and dive right in. You take a deep breath beforehand, obviously. Mostly because the smell is so bad and you don't want to be in there.
You're diving into, like, the sewage system of Mexico City.
Let's see. All right, so you're able to swim down to this creature. Again, you see it's kind of pale flesh. It's got this big gaping mouth that looks ready to bite at Lunera, and it's got one free tentacle and one kind of back tentacle that's got 3 eyes in kind of a horizontal row, and it turns its direction towards you as you make your attack.
I missed that. I missed that last part. You said it turned its attention towards me.
Yeah, it turns its eye on you as you dove in, and then you can make your attack.
First attack is an 11.
11 will miss.
Eat him
again. 21.
21 will hit.
Good job, good job.
Or 12 damage.
Okay.
So dancing lights actually help.
So you
I'll just do my.
For once.
Real
I'll
quick,
do my
did I
unarmed
make it
attack.
across?
I'm not spending a key point this time.
okay.
Also a 21
Okay, that'll hit.
or 8 damage.
Is that with your new sweet glove thing?
+1, baby.
Yeah. So your
It's
first
actually
attack.
not. Sorry for the record. Apparently, it's jewelry
Yes, actually,
So,
yeah.
or a necklace.
Like, he explained that.
Fire hands, fire hands.
So the first attack you kind of swing through, and you're not really expecting as much resistance from the water as you got, and then you realize that your gem is there now, and you kind of activate it, and your fists just start glowing purple, as do your feet, and you just deliver a couple quick blows to this creature, and that kind of it lets out a gurgle, and kind of bubbles rise to the surface. But it's not a cartoon, so the bubbles don't pop and say anything.
Me.
All right, Akio, back to you then.
All right.
You made it across.
Nice.
You see this silhouette, and Ari has jumped in as well.
Okay. I think I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I think I'm going to. Okay, I have a question. Because I can sculpt spells, if I electrocute the water, is it gonna hurt them?
Electrocuting
water?
there's not much you can do about sculpting a spell around
Okay.
conductive material.
Okay, so I won't do that. Although that would be really cool.
It would
I will. Fire's not gonna work, and that's like 90% of my spells. I will do a magic missile. Is it within my sight?
It is. You can see the silhouette of it.
Okay.
Basically, if you are shooting at it from outside the water, you're going to have disadvantage on any attack rolls.
So
but
magic
magic
missiles
missile
auto
doesn't,
hit.
yeah, make
Right.
an
So
attack.
do I have disadvantage on my
Nope.
damage? Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
That's
I
the
just
great thing about
I just
magic
aim it at the silhouette and I just launch 3 darts.
And then you just hear them go boom, 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 as they go into the water.
Okay. 4, 5, 10, 14.
14 damage total.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Nicely done. And these 3 bolts just hit it, and it kind of smacks into it and tilts its head to the side as it's going to make a snap for Lunera first. So.
Sorry.
No, sorry. It was making a snap for Lunera, and you kind of turned its head off to the side, so it's first snap. But, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Thornock, it is your turn.
Chop off its tentacle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to chop off its.
Boromir.
What I'm gonna do.
So are you diving into the water and sinking down? Because it's down about. Lunera's about 5 feet away from it, so she's pretty close to the surface. You could probably get the tentacle if you try and chop directly at it. But
Yeah,
if you wanted to chop at the rest of it, you can dive in.
I want to try to chop the tentacle that's holding her.
Okay.
Chop it! Chop it good!
All right, go ahead and roll the attack.
21.
21 will hit, so roll me damage.
$11.
11 damage, okay. So you dig into the tentacle a little bit, so that's good.
And I'm gonna do the same thing because I'm trying to free her.
Yeah.
20.
That'll hit.
That one is 6 damage.
6 damage, okay. Yeah, so you deliver a couple quick hits on the tentacle, and you definitely cut into it probably about halfway. It still got her, but it might help. Let's see here. Next up is Lunera. Now, Lunera, you can make as you're moving, you can try and escape the grapple, which requires an athletics or an acrobatics check. And because of Thornock hitting the tentacle twice, you'll get advantage on this check as well.
Alright, so you said acrobatics or athletics?
Yep.
Athletics for
The
sure.
equivalent of a booping shark on the nose.
Bad shark, bad! Alright, let's do
Give me
it.
back my arm.
14 plus. Oh, okay, so that's my first roll.
Okay.
And then, oh, yeah. So the 14 plus the 7, that's a 21.
Okay, you're able to pry it off of your leg, and now you are free. Would you like to rise to the surface?
I would. I need air.
So Lunera's head crests the surface, and she lets out a gasp.
I say, Lando!
You immediately regret breathing the air. It's so terrible, but at the same time, it's so relieving.
Nasty.
I feel like throwing up, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Then what would you like to do?
Let's see. That's a good question.
How far is she from like
How
the
long?
stairs?
She's
Yeah.
kind of, as she pulls herself out, the way that this muck is it's weird. Like, the thing was pulling her through, but at the same time, now that she's free, she can, like, find solid footing on it.
Okay.
Like, it was literally yanking her through garbage.
Okay, so it's not like
It's not like
Swampy,
It's not
it's
like,
like-
yeah, it's not like swampy water.
Gotcha.
Ari found like a patch of water and kind of hit it a few times, but she's back up above the water now too.
Okay.
And kind of wading around in it as well.
It's as if it's like layered.
Think of the garbage chute in Star Wars.
Okay.
I mean, like, obviously Luke went under there,
Right,
but it
there's
wasn't
footing.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they still were able to
It
kind
was
of
drug prone.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can
Yeah.
barely see this thing in the water.
Okay.
If you're attacking it Now you'll be fine.
How long can somebody hold their breath to attack something though?
Usually you can hold your breath for if you take a deep breath, it'll be 1 minute plus your Constitution modifier in minutes.
Oh, okay. So I could be there for 3 minutes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and swim across the way, like finish getting it to the other
Okay,
side.
so you climb up onto the stairs. Akio scrambles out of the way.
Yeah.
I'll pull you up as my bonus action.
Oh, nice. That's very nice of you. All right, and then the creature goes, and it rises out of the water. This muck and this garbage spills off of it, and you get to see the full. You all get to see the full form of it. Ari stands up and kind of backs away a little bit, and then it is going to make attacks against her. Actually. So
Go, Ari, no!
there was a dice.
It was a 10.
Another
Well,
nice bite.
it's out of the box. So the first attack, Ari, is going to be a critical failure. Don't be looking over here at my dice rolls.
Sorry, it's just like a new privilege.
Yeah.
We're this close.
It is a new privilege because we are at Akio's house.
Want to play at my house or not?
Didn't think I would need this, but I'll put up the DM screen. So the first one's a natural 1. It comes in with its jaw, and you manage to shatter a few of the teeth with your new magic weapon.
Ooh.
And by magic weapon, I mean magic fist.
The Iron Fist.
Ooh, now we're the Order of the Broken Spear and Teeth.
Broken spear teeth.
The broken spirit. The broken elephant.
And then the next two, its tentacles are going to whip around at you. And we've got a 16 to hit. Ari.
Mic check, Ari.
Colby.
Sorry, guys. I've been muted for this whole time. I thought I was being so funny.
You are hilarious.
Because
You are hilarious.
as soon as it rolled a critical failure, I was like, "Oh, does it have any spears?"
No. No, just teeth. Just spear like teeth.
Everybody laughed, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so funny." Okay, sorry. I'm a 17 armor class, so
Okay.
that misses.
That misses. And then the other tentacle is a lower than that. So, so it tries to bite at you. You shatter a few of its teeth, and then it brings its tentacle around, and you kind of deftly duck and dodge under and over it. And then it is Braun's turn.
Okay.
Let's go, bro.
Ron, seeing this, I'm going to use my bonus action to move the lights and focus on the silhouette
Okay.
to give it so that I'm not spreading. I want to just focus
So
on
at this point, most of it is above water.
Above water?
Yeah, it's kind of standing up on the muck as well. But you can have the lights kind of.
I'm just going to have him
Yep.
focus on it so that if it moves, I can try and keep track of it.
Okay.
And then I want to cast Dissonant Whispers on it. I'm going to cast it at the 3rd level.
Okay.
That's going to be a Wisdom saving throw of 14. And I'm going to whisper at it, and I'll be like, "I'll teach you to take my friends in this garbage heap."
Okay, so it makes it save. So it kind of shakes its head a little bit, but it's not quite.
5d6. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 11, 12, 18, 19, 20, 22 to 3. That's 23 with psychic damage with
Minus half, or it's half, right?
Yep, takes half damage.
Which is rounded down as usual, I think. It's always rounded down.
11,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Again, it kind of just shakes its maw a little bit. The eyes kind of narrow and kind of like
I'm gonna
flip
taunt it
around and try and.
Right here, big boy. Come and get a taste.
And it looks over and sees the bite-sized halfling, or the
Oh,
no.
F.
But it is Akio's turn.
I'm gonna use my movement to step back.
Okay, you're stepping out into the inner ward.
Good idea.
I want to get as far back without being out in the foyer where people
Okay.
are
That's probably like a foot.
traversing.
Yeah.
Okay, I will take 1 foot of movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 1 foot. It could matter. Maybe.
I'm going to just magic missile again,
Okay.
but I'm going to cast it at the 2nd level.
Okay, it is out of the water now, so you can't
Oh.
see it.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I mean, it's
yeah,
still its feet are still in the muck, but you can see it now.
I think I'm still gonna do magic missile at second level.
All right, which is 4 missiles, right?
Yeah. So here we go. So that is 3, 8, 10, 13. Was that 4? That was 4. 13.
13 damage. Okay, again, these missiles rocket into it, and it lets out. It does yell this time, and you guys hear this horrifying, like, "Rah!"
Wow.
Yeah,
Impressive.
it's like a reverse
Ugly
roar.
bastard.
It's a
And then it
reverse
is Ari. It's your turn again.
Right, did you say that was my turn?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I want to punch it in its eyeballs.
Okay. Go and roll the attack.
Okay, that's a 15.
That'll hit.
Nice. 12 damage.
12. Okay.
And then second attack is a 18
That will hit.
for 10 damage.
Alrighty.
And final attack, still not spending a key point. No. Try that again. Oh, 9.
9. You say?
I'm assuming that one misses, yeah?
Yes, 9 misses.
Okay.
Okay, so you again your flaming purple fists. Are they? Is it kind of like a flame, or is it just like a glow?
It's I wouldn't say flame, but kind of like there's definitely a purple like glow, kind of like an after. What's the word I'm looking for? Like after image. Do you know what I mean?
Like a trace.
It leaves like a trail. Yes, thank you. As fists and feet fly through the air.
And so you get a couple good hits on it, and it kind of shrinks back and lets out another roar.
It's purple. Akio's impressed.
Yep, that's just the way that the insignia is. Over time, it might change because they kind of. The magic items usually take on the magical effect of their wearer.
Gotcha.
This one's just been infused with Resmir for a while, so
Oh no.
purple's pretty.
I might want it to turn green later.
Yeah,
That would be sweet.
and boom, it's green.
I'm
just
slightly
outfits.
less
I'm very
impressed, but I still
color
clap.
All right, and then it is Thornock.
I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
$15.
15 will hit.
For 10 damage, and I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
And that's a natural 1.
All right, so the first attack, you kind of dig into its side, and then it jerks away and kind of pulls you into the muck, and you kind of fall face first into the muck and have to like scramble to get back up and everything.
Can I use my movement?
Yeah.
Good one, Colby.
Puddle of mud.
Alrighty. And then it is Lunera.
All right. So, it has surfaced then, correct?
Yes, it is surface.
All right. I will go ahead and
Bring the thunder.
bring the lightning and the thunder. All right. Here we go. So, how am I close to it to where I can go and attack?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You can jump into the muck and attack it.
All right. Let's see. Where's my thunder? Let's see. Yeah. 5 plus the 6. I believe that's what I've got here. Pull that out. 5 plus 6, 11.
That'll miss.
Okay, and then 11 plus 6, 17.
That will hit.
For 8 damage.
Damage.
Yep.
How would you like to kill it?
Oh, what?
Revenge for dragging me in the muck.
Boom.
Oh, so many ways. I don't know. I think it would be justice just to kind of like stab it and stab the brain.
Okay.
And just.
So you, that was your second. Yeah. So you bring your scimitar around and you try and hit it, and it deflects it with the first strike with the tentacle, and then you do the cool like sword flip and just bring your sword down into its head, and it lets out a final shriek and collapses into the muck.
What?
All right.
Beautiful.
You guys are sitting there. Encounter is over.
Blah.
I think you guys need to take a bath.
Just.
Someone carry me. I don't want to go in there.
If you jump, I can gust you 5 feet.
I mean,
I think it would be
I
enough.
want to see if
Is there?
can I try and like.
You don't have like a levitation.
first of all, 360 experience points all around.
Ooh, beautiful.
How much? 360. Awesome. Full circle.
Yes.
Easy. I want to try and do like crouching tiger style and run across the garbage
Okay.
and see if I can make it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an act.
I'm gonna gird up my loins. So
To where your
to my
your
blank.
slip is.
Yeah, so like I'm gonna pull it all the way up so like you can see my armor underneath, but I'm just gonna
Just your little legs.
and I'm just gonna go and try and run across.
You're like one of those weird lizards that runs on the water.
15 plus what, acrobatics you said?
Yes.
15 plus 6.
Yeah. Okay. So.
21.
So the thing about gnomes is they're pretty light, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm like
Brom goes skipping across. You jump across like an old broken board, half of a doorway, you know.
A couch?
A couch.
There's a couch down here.
An old couch.
Make mental note of that. We might want that later.
we'll put that in the foyer.
We'll put it on
With
the back.
our-
We'll put it on like a carriage and have
With our
people
vestibule.
drag us through town, and we can sit on the couch and dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly. Bully. All right. The other two of you can kind of wade through. They're already in the water.
I give Brahman an appreciative nod.
Well, I didn't know I could do that. Didn't think I had it in me.
Seems like Ari is rubbing off on us.
Indeed.
I mean, like her personality.
Wait. I'm sorry. How's her personality? Just
Backpedal, backpedal,
Yeah.
backpedal, foot, back, mouth, foot, mouth.
okay. So you guys continue on your way up the stairs.
Okay.
What is the order for this?
Alright, you may want to watch for traps.
I think Lunera's up front, but
Lunera,
we can switch.
perhaps Thornock.
And watch for traps.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go Ari, Lunera.
Yes.
I'll go so I don't
I'll
get
take up the
lost
rear.
because it might be dark.
I'll take up the rear.
Okay, then
Or-
Thornock and
I'll bring my dancing lights
sweet.
in the back.
All right. The second level of the northwest tower that you guys come up to is in pretty bad shape. There's large holes where the floorboards have completely rotted away or fallen into the muck below, and the floorboards that remain are unlikely to support a human's weight or a gnome's weight,
Oh.
as the case may be.
Gasp.
Crap.
How high is it from the second level to the third level?
So you see kind of around the way, you see another staircase leading up to the third level.
Okay.
And it's probably about, I'd say it's about 20 feet to the ceiling of this level.
Okay. Well, crap.
So how far of a jump would it be if we were trying to?
So there are still strong beams that are slick with fungus and mold. You should be able to make your way across them if you're skilled enough.
Okay, I'm gonna try and make my way across them.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check.
19.
19, yeah. So Ari is able to quickly tiptoe across him.
And I say, oh gosh, I think I have a rope. I've never used it before.
Yeah. Adventurer's kit for the win.
Yeah. So let's see. Hold on. Dart Explorer's Pack. Is that going to have a rope?
You might
inside?
even have some pittons.
Mess put, tin box, 10 days ration water, 50 feet hempen rope.
So, Ari, as you're backing up and pulling this rope out, your foot clinks into something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
and you look down, and there is a small locked trunk.
Oh, whew. That was like a bomb.
Yeah.
And then a boulder.
Small locked trunk.
Yep.
Ari is now a one-legged monk.
It's a mimic.
Can I check it for traps?
Yeah, if you'd like to go and roll me an investigate check.
Natural 20.
Yeah, there's no traps on this. You're pretty confident in that.
She in line of sight of us.
Wasting my
Yes.
natural 20.
Yeah, and she's
Okay.
40 feet across the room because she had to
Okay.
dance across and everything.
As long as we can kind of.
And this place is pretty dark unless you're using your dancing light still, which I'm assuming.
I tell everybody, I'm like, oh, hold on, there's a container here of some sort. Let me see if there's anything inside that might be useful.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a dexterity check to open it up.
Now be really careful because the last thing that when I opened
this,
it, I got
exploded.
Is it
I
locked?
got acid.
Yeah, so this is a locked chest or a locked trunk.
I'm going to take my dancing light.
So in that
between
case,
us and him to
geez,
get
I'm on
clear line of
point.
sight.
27.
Okay, 27. You kind of look at the lock and you stick your thieves' tools in, and it's like that Skyrim where it's super easy and you automatically feel it wiggling. So you unlock it, and you open up the chest and you see there's just some coins inside and a pair of garish gold earrings.
Da, 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 da.
It looks like most of the coins are copper, and there's a few silver pieces kind of scattered within.
Right.
I'll pocket them. I say, hey, I found some earrings in here. I wonder if they're magical, Brom. I don't suppose. Well, momentarily. Let me help you guys get across here. And I ask somebody to catch. I throw the rope back, and in hopes that this can kind of help maybe give people advantage or something as they're.
I catch the rope.
All right, so Thornok catches the rope. Would you like to be the next one to cross then?
No.
Thornok be the anchor.
I'll go ahead and
You know what I mean? Like,
That's a whole
mess
thing.
and
Okay, so Lunar,
I'm going to be the
go
anchor.
ahead and roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
If somebody's slipping and they're holding the rope and I cast hold person to make them stop moving, would that work?
No, old person freezes them, not freezes them in place.
Do I get a
fall.
Like it just freezes
They
them.
would fall.
You, I
Gravity
think
would
you
still
actually
happen.
you may have disadvantage here.
disadvantage?
Yep.
Crud.
With the rope?
So she's in heavy armor.
Oh.
So the rope can help you
Can I
catch
strip?
yourself. Well, okay, so that would it's gonna take you like 10 minutes to get out of your armor.
To strip?
Yes. Armor's not easy to
You
get.
can't just like click unequip.
Yeah. Unequip this, pocket that, put this in my backpack.
Upgrade this, repair that.
But I mean, like, you would be the same weight, even if you put your armor in your backpack.
Yeah, the difference is that it's the range of
flexibility,
movement.
yeah.
So you do have disadvantage on stealth checks, but I think it's just stealth checks.
As a tiefling?
No, just with your scale
Oh,
Yeah, with the
okay.
armor that you have.
Okay.
splint mail. Yeah, so you're good on dexterity checks. So what's your total?
3 plus 2.
Okay.
5.
And then we're giving everybody a +5 bonus because of the rope. So that's 10, which is enough. Actually.
Oh, just barely probably.
So you make it across. You slip and you have to catch the rope.
Yeah.
And Thornok and Ari have this moment where they have to tug to keep you upright.
Tug of war! Tug of
But then you
war!
make it to the other side. Now, Ari, you just pocketed the earrings. Is that correct? You didn't pocket all the gold.
I mean, I opened it up, saw what they were.
Like
And
it's a pretty hefty. This trunk is pretty much full of copper coins with a few silver in it. You can't. I mean, it's going to take more than a few moments to rifle through that.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to pocket anything then just yet. I want these guys to see. I want to maybe see if Brom can tell us if the earrings are magical or something.
Okay. So Lunira gets across. Who wants to go next?
I think Brom should go.
I'll go next. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask if they can pull the rope tight for me. And I'm gonna tightrope walk across.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna tempt fate.
Okay.
Why would you do
Oh my gosh, Brom.
You're not getting the +5 for this either.
Yeah, because you weren't holding the rope.
He is, with his toes.
8.
So after all of that work, skating across the muck and everything, you're pretty confident, and you get up on the tightrope and you make it 3 or 4 steps, and then you tip to the left, and then correct, and then tip to the right, and then correct, and then you fall to the left, down through one of the holes.
Can I try and gust him really quick?
You want to gust him?
Gust!
Yes. So go ahead and.
Let me see what it does.
I think it's
Yeah, it's a cantrip. But I want to see how far I can gust him.
It should just be 5 feet.
Oh no! Let's see, gust.
How much more distance does he need to cover?
Well,
I can gust.
I was gonna hold person.
So the range is 30 feet, but I can only push him 5 feet away from me.
So you gust him, but it doesn't quite clear the.
Oh wait, if does he weigh more than 5 pounds?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Well,
Just by a little. 35.
So Brom goes tumbling head over heels after all this effort to stay out of the muck and land right in the swampy water. Just go ahead.
Oh no!
Spread eagle, like nothing left behind.
And your robes
You
got
take 1 bludgeoning damage.
My robes.
Luckily, you landed in one of the softer parts.
I'm gonna pull my face up and. I'm okay.
I just kind of loudly whisper down to him, use the rope in your hands next time.
I was feeling so good from earlier. I just thought I'd try.
So anybody else want to try and cross as Brom's making his way back up?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me in. Are you tightrope walking, or
No,
you?
I'm just gonna grab it like a normal person.
Okay. So you have +5 to this check,
All right.
in addition to your acrobatics.
Oh, critical failure.
So Akio.
Doesn't matter the pluses.
Critical fail.
So Akio takes his first step onto the beam and hits a patch of moss and slips backwards down the spiral staircase and hits Brom on his way down, and you both tumble.
This time I loudly whisper down and say, okay, later tonight we're all going to have some acrobatics lessons.
Take 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
That's stairs for you.
my old damn
I go, I'm okay.
Stairs.
And then you guys get up pretty much at the same time, so let's go ahead and get another round of checks for both of you.
Do we have the rope?
Much better.
Yes.
18 plus.
Depends on how hard Thornock is laughing as you guys are crossing over.
17 plus 5.
He just like tugs on it to make us fall again.
Okay, so Akio makes it across pretty easily.
Yeah, 18 plus is acrobatics, walking.
Yes.
Acrobatics plus 6.
Is Gust a cantrip for you?
Yeah.
Plus 5.
Okay. So every now and then, like if you're losing balance, you just gotta gust yourself. Yeah.
1 to 2 to 3 to 4.
Okay.
Plus.
No, yeah,
5.
you're good.
29?
You made it.
Now that you're not
from the rope.
No. you're gonna be very cautious this time, I think. All right, Thornock. Everybody else is across.
Tender, because my loins were tender.
So let's have everyone else beat my base.
Everybody else holds onto the rope, and Thornock wraps it around his waist just in case he falls.
Good idea.
Okay.
And I want to take a running jump and see if I can make it.
40 feet? No, you won't be able to. Well, how much is your speed?
40 feet.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an athletics check. Because you technically can't jump
take us all
farther than
down.
He's got mad hops.
We want to try and pull that rope as hard as we can, as fast as we can, to try and lessen the blow, hopefully.
I wish I had reverse gust.
Well, in Gust, you can do it in any direction.
23.
23. So you make it all but 5 feet.
And I gust him towards me.
And then Akio gusts you the other 5 feet.
Wow, Thornock, that was quite impressive.
I wink at Brom.
Thank you.
I go,
I'm great at everything.
I got you.
good job, Thordunk. And I pat him on the back. You did it all. You did it all
Back
by
is pretty
yourself.
mucky, though, from when he fell into there. Yeah. All right, so you guys are all across now. The staircase leading up to the 3rd level is before you.
Hey, I want to point out the box. So, how much copper and silver is there in there? Can we tell at a glance?
There's
Made it guess.
There's thousands of copper coins.
Wow.
And there's maybe about 50 or so silver. So if you guys want to start like pulling it out and counting through it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I say, hey, Brom, can you make anything of these
if we can
earrings? I wonder if they're magical.
I'll spend the 10 minutes doing a detect magic concentration ritual.
All right. So 10 minutes gives everybody else.
Through the copper coins.
Yep. So there are 1,825 copper pieces and 54 silver pieces in here. So let me calculate how much weight.
I'll tell you right now, Brom is not going to be able to carry any of that.
We're not be able to carry all that copper.
Maybe we should just.
Now you do have a bag of holding. Yeah.
Let's just throw it all in there. We'll count it later.
As long as it
Carry
doesn't
up
exceed
to
the weight.
500 pounds?
Yeah, it can carry up to 500 pounds.
What do we have in there right now?
Nothing.
Pretty much nothing.
Because I thought
the
last
other
time we
treasure.
put a little bit in there.
I thought we
treasure.
rage looted it in there. Yeah.
So we just want to make sure whatever treasure we have that we don't overreach loot.
Yeah, because if you overload a bag of holding, it actually breaks.
Yep, it will.
So I should.
And what happens? Everything just comes tumbling out?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Everything is lost to the void. Is what happens.
Oh, that's worse.
So basically, don't put more than 2 flagons of ale.
Yes. Is a flagon 100 or 250?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Based on Akio's knowledge of drinks, it's probably about 250 pounds.
A flagon's like a pitcher. You're thinking like a.
Oh no, I'm thinking of like a full-on barrel.
Yeah.
Barrel.
Well, barrel roll.
I don't think the barrel
I'll
would
do
fit.
a barrel roll.
Yeah. If the barrel won't fit, but you open it and dump it in.
50 coins is 1 pound.
Aha!
In the case of any sort of coin, 50 coins is 1 pound.
I caught it this time. We had 2% battery, 9% battery.
Good catch.
I forgot to turn it on again.
So
Sorry,
it's better.
How many copper pieces did you say there
So
were?
there's 1,825 copper pieces.
Wow.
So divided
5 divided by 50 is 36
So
pounds.
36 pounds of copper pieces and
That's not
then
bad.
a pound of silver.
Holy crud.
That's not too bad.
Oh, let's
take
dump it in there.
Yeah, and
Money's
everybody
money,
else,
right?
everybody else, make sure that when you're going through your treasure, that you're making sure your weight is not over your limit. You should have an encumbrance section.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I've got
so much to go.
You have to add an auger.
Oh, wait.
Wonder.
Yeah. All right, so you guys take a moment and you pour the contents of this trunk into the tube.
Does the trunk look like it's worth anything?
No, it's like an old wooden trunk. Yeah.
So that's 205 copper pieces for everybody.
Okay. I want to take the trunk.
And then the 54 silver, go ahead and divide that up as well. You want to take the trunk?
11 silver.
I want to take the trunk, put it back, and I want to carve in the bottom, ha ha sucker, and close it, and then lock it back up.
Okay. Alrighty. Oh, and you finish your ritual right before, and
Yes.
the rings are non-magical.
Non-magical.
Or not the rings, the earrings.
And I don't seem to see anything particularly magical about these, so I would be cautious because there could be curses that I'm not able to see or detect, but it seems safe.
Okay. Well, my ears aren't pierced. As a monk, you don't want to give anybody something to grab on while I'm fighting. So I guess I'll just put them in my pouch.
Okay. Does Lunira have pierced ears?
That's a good question. What does Lunira do?
Or Thornock? I mean, Thornock's a sailor, so.
Yeah.
I've got pierced ears, bro. I'll put them in.
I have a feeling we might find the person that these belong to later. Maybe we don't want to acknowledge to whoever they might belong to that we stole them.
If the Resmirs, let her know. We're proud.
Well, they had Tamino, right?
Count up the
Maybe they belong to her.
I was not.
They never had her
figured they
here,
dumped
as far
her.
as you're aware.
Did we dump all of the silver and stuff into the bag, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but you're still dividing it up among you guys.
Okay.
All right, cool. That's
as
fine.
your-
I'm just whatever
Yeah.
was. I'm just gonna assume whatever I had was in that bag.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
As I'm looking around, do you guys notice anything around that is magical or like of
No,
in our
you
vicinity,
get
just for
nothing. You get a strong sense of magic coming from the outside, kind of in the direction where you would assume the central tower is and where the observatory is, which coincides with the knowledge that you have about they basically installed a magical observation device to track the stars.
Okay.
Sorry, Thornock, did you want to wear these or should I put them in my pocket?
Let's put them in the bag for now.
What do I need to write down like a page number to reference these later?
Yeah, go ahead and write down page number 54 and then -2E.
Or 2E, okay.
Ooh, earrings.
Well, no, that's
I know.
that's actually
I'm just saying it's a good mnemonic.
yeah, that's pretty interesting. Alrighty. So do we continue up to the 3rd level then?
Yes.
Okay.
Lead the way, Ari.
Okay, up the stairs looking for traps.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigate check.
12.
I would like to help.
You're gonna help. Go ahead and roll me an investigate. You guys don't see any traps on the stairs as you go up, and you go up into an open chamber which contains a large table and star charts in scroll racks along the walls. Most of them appear to be rotted. The table has a few of them on it that appear to be maps and different other star charts. There are also 3 bodies sprawled on the floor, reduced by time to powdery bones and dusty tatters of cloth.
Oh my.
Oh, this looks like magic gone wrong. Would I know that?
You can go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. You don't sense anything magical from your detect magic
Nothing
stuff.
that's currently.
24.
You feel kind of a weird tingle in the back of your mind, but nothing. 24?
Yeah.
This does not look like magic gone wrong.
Oh. Something weird happened, but it's not magic.
Needed a bit of lotion.
Okay. A way out of this room.
Go ahead and roll me an
Door.
Arcana check with advantage, please. No, there's no way out of this room. This is the top level, and it's the only thing in here. You guys are still kind of on the stairs looking up into the...
18 plus 6, that's going to be a 25.
The putrid odor that you're smelling is not entirely from the muck downstairs anymore.
Okay.
It's not these bodies either. It seems to have activated as soon as you got up into this room. You can smell kind of this putrid, vile stench.
I might caution those around me. Is it a smell that I'm familiar with? Like, as far as like either undead or poisonous, perhaps?
I
don't want to take a deep breath and be like, it's poison!
It's not poisonous.
It's not
I didn't
poisonous.
have fun.
Something seems to be off. Be cautious.
Okay, I want to search the room and the bodies for traps.
Okay, so you step up into the room, and a faint glow appears around the 3 bodies as soon as you take your first step.
Whoa.
And the ghosts of 3 slim women rise up out of the bodies, turn, and shriek as they speed towards you to attack you.
Son of a banshee!
Banshees.
No!
So it's not a horrifying, like it's not a banshee shriek. I should point out, it's not doing any damage to you.
It's not
so I'm going to set everything up here.
Oh boy.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is when I wish I had Commune with the Dead or whatever.
Right. Spare the dying.
Yeah.
The Elder Scrolls.
Hear ye, hear ye. Need to get the right map.
Stay a while and listen.
This is fun. That one listed as anything? This one listed as anything?
What are you looking for?
Just looking for a map. A small
Is that
map.
the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna put you guys. We're gonna do a spiral staircase here,
Okay.
and we'll put Ari up at the top of the stairs. Lunera will be third because Thornock said he was helping, and then Brahm and
Perfect.
Akio. Okay, and then I need women.
Akio, please remove your hand from right behind.
You only need one woman
Sure.
in your life.
Oh right,
Very good. Very good.
my apologies. Okay, we'll use the hag again. Everybody likes the
Are you
hag.
afraid?
Okay. There's a hag in these woods.
1 and 1. Okay.
Wait, we already did that. Whoa, that one was cool. Oh,
That's
tornado
technically
monster.
an air elemental. Yes,
So a tornado monster.
pretty much.
Guys,
He's that way.
it's that way.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that in forever.
Surprised this little tiny black guy's been doing me good tonight. It's been helping. It's the lone dice.
I don't need this
It
for
doesn't
now.
have any friends.
Okay, initiatives, please.
Initiative.
I don't want to go.
Oh,
come on.
Why'd you do me like that? I just up talked you, man. I just told everyone else. Son of a one.
You want to trade me for 2?
Son of a one.
My luck changed. 17.
What is up with us failing? We both fell off the things. We suck at initiatives.
Just not.
I gotta buy new dice now.
True, they're turning against you.
I know. I was like totally up talking this guy, and then he went and turned on me. I said, here, you need some beard
Do you
level.
want to borrow some DM dice? I'm guaranteed they're not cursed.
Turn to the
that's
dark
okay.
side.
I mean, they're not cursed for me. But
Gotta schmooze him.
it's like a genie. You don't actually accept anything as truth
Yeah.
from the DM. All right, Ari, what is your initiative?
Everything has a price.
5.
Wow.
We're gonna get murdered first.
Thornock.
I'm gonna get possessed.
14.
14.
14.
Brahm.
1 plus 4, 5.
Okay, I was gonna say.
You have a +4 to your initiative?
Yeah.
Lunera.
Yeah.
5
17.
here. Thank you very much.
17.
Okay.
Do you have your luck
Akio?
turn on?
Mm-hmm. I got a 4. That's with my +2 to initiative.
We're tied. We're tied for sucky.
These things.
I want a +4 to my initiative.
I'll take a 1 on my initiative, and I'll take a 20 on everything else. And I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I don't want to go first. then I get in there and get surrounded.
All right, so.
If you want, I can step up.
Well, once I get level 3 rogue, then I'll be an assassin and I get advantage when I go first. So then I do definitely want
Right.
Yeah.
I'll stomp the yard.
high initiatives, but I'm not there yet.
Wow, I just totally spelled your name wrong. Brahm.
I'm offended. I don't even know why. I can't read it from here.
I'm sure it's
All right,
B-R-A-M.
Stoker. Yeah, see, then it was good.
Actually, I spelled it B-R-O-M. Broom.
Broom. Hey, it goes with your robes, though, and the Mickey thing. So it's fine.
Okay. The first up is the woman in the middle. She's gonna streak towards.
She beat a 25. Goodness.
Wait,
I thought you said five.
Did you say 25?
Yes, sorry.
We all heard. We all heard 5.
Just a moment.
Then we're all like, well, we're all there.
Okay. Ari. It's your turn first.
Okay. I'm gonna skirt around, so like moving up and then left, so I'm attacking the one that's kind of at the top of the screen.
Okay.
Perfect.
I don't want to
jump into the middle and get
Oh, it would be
started.
this one.
No, that's the
this
top. Yep. You're right. You were right the first time.
I just didn't know if it was flipped for the
Yeah.
camera.
Let me make sure.
I put it down.
Yes.
No.
Go ahead and roll the attack.
There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a
I
key
got the
point
camera.
here for a flurry of blows.
Flurry of blows.
I wanna swing.
Well, okay. Anyway, 21.
21 will hit.
Kind of remembered I've got to adjust that now because of that. Okay. For 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. As your first strike goes into her, she doesn't seem too concerned that you're punching her, and then your fist glows green and slashes right through her, and she lets out a shriek as it does more than she was expecting.
Nice.
Good timing for magical fists. Next attack is a 15
That will hit as well.
Physical damage doesn't. Oh crap!
for 6 damage.
Okay.
And then a 17
Okay, that'll hit.
Good.
for
Keep it up.
Since they're dead, I'm gonna heal them back to life.
No, don't do that.
Bring them back to their bodies.
attack is a 19 for 7 damage.
What was the damage on the third attack?
6.
6 damage? So it went 11, 6, and then 6 again?
No, well, okay, so the first one, oh shoot, because I had 4 total, I used a key point.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Because I heard 3 attack rolls that hit, and I only heard 2 damage before you rolled your next attack roll.
Audience, did you catch what?
Sorry, I'll slow down
Yeah.
in the future.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time remembering now. I'm pretty sure that all of my attacks landed, but do you want me to just start over?
Roll the damage on the third attack. That's where we're at.
Okay. 11.
11 damage on the third attack. Okay, so that kills that one.
Wow.
Oh, awesome.
You slice, you do a sweeping kick and go right through its head, and it just dissipates into nothing.
Okay, then I'll turn to the one on my left, since I said I was going to spend a key point.
Okay, go ahead
and
and move.
do my final attack there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is a 16
16 will hit.
for 7 damage.
7 damage. Alright.
Nice.
Okay. Alrighty. And then, is that everything for you?
Yeah.
Okay. The creature is going to turn to you, and it's going to reach its hand into your chest to try and attack you.
Whoa. Ghost, I am up here. First date.
And that's a crit.
Nom nom shabak, nom nom shabak.
Tono Kalima.
It's a crit?
Yeah, it is a crit. So
It rips out her heart, still beating, dripping blood.
So it's going to do 18 necrotic damage.
Yikes.
And I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
She's gonna permanently reduce your life force.
Okay.
As she basically sticks her hand deep into your heart, and you just feel like your body being drained of your life force.
Pulled off a piece of your soul.
It's gonna heal a bit off of you.
Okay, I rolled a 12.
A 12? Okay. It pulls out, and you feel that you've taken this damage, but it doesn't feel to have drained your life at all.
The stringy, ghosty fingers coming out of my chest.
All right. And then it is Lunira's turn.
I will go ahead and help Ari take down middle bitch.
I like this name.
All right, let's try this. Okay, obviously one attack is not going to cut it.
Okay, is it a critical failure?
No, it's a 2 plus 6, which is an 8.
Yep, that'll miss.
Yeah, and then the other is a 14 plus 6, which is a 20.
Yep, that'll hit.
You got this.
And then you have your bonus attack too.
You must focus your
Right,
mind.
so I'm just rolling for this damage first,
Yep.
and then I will do the other one. Anyway, so that was a total of... Back up. Come back up.
Come back.
Come back.
Come back, Charlie. Come back.
9 damage on that.
9. Okay.
Okay, all right.
You kind of slice through the incorporeal ghost, and it kind of wavers a little bit, but you're not really sure what you did there.
She took my kidney.
I'm probably not doing anything. All right. Last attack. Here we go. Ooh, crit! Natural 20.
Nice.
So then that is
So you roll your dice, double it, and then add your bonus.
so 5 times 2,
So
10
10.
plus the 3, 13.
13.
And then
Okay.
you're completely immune to me physical damage.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. So you come in, and then you just come in with the axe right through, and again it splits it like right in half, and then it just kind of wavers and forms back again. You're not really sure if you did anything there.
I don't think physical attacks are going to work on this.
Good to know.
And then it is Thornock's turn.
I'm going to attack the same middle one.
Okay. Let's see.
I want to see him tackle everybody. It's just like go through.
Everybody swarm in. Swarm. Go ahead and attack.
I like to grapple.
Yeah.
19.
That will hit.
Nice. Please do something.
8 damage.
You can do it.
8 damage. Alrighty. It is still standing after your greatsword slices through it.
Yeah.
I would also like some jerky.
Okay, we'll pass that around.
15.
That will hit. Jerky for this turkey.
Jerky for the DM.
Some jerky. For 11.
All right. So Thornock swings in, slices through it, and then as it's going kind of incorporeal, he swings in again, and it just dissipates with a howl. So that one is gone.
So resistant, not immune.
Yep. Looks like. And then that one is dead. So it's Brahm's turn.
All right. So, Brahm, seeing the incorporeal become more real, I'm going to attack the remaining one with the dissonant whispers.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it at the second level. It'll be a wisdom saving throw of 14.
It does not make it.
Yep, and that's going to be 2d6, or I'm sorry, 4d6. 5,
Don't.
6,
Just roll those. Okay.
7, 8, 9. That was terrible. 9.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a limerick. You are a terrible ghost, and I think you should go and die now.
That was the worst limerick in the world.
Was that haiku or limerick? Then it's like 11 syllable. I don't remember.
Haiku is 757.
757. That's what it was.
So almost.
I think it was more of a limerick. So.
You're to die.
Exactly.
Critical failure.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So the hag kind of, well, not the hag. The spectre kind of clutches its ears and
The sun will come out
everything.
tomorrow.
There once was a ghost from Nantucket.
Uh-oh, I know how this one
She
ends.
now lives in a bucket.
And then it is her turn, and she's gonna shriek
return to
towards
goo.
Brahm.
Stepped on my shoe.
Holy crap! It's like Ghostbusters.
Brahm legit stumbles and is like, oh.
And here's the attack. That is an 11 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, you stumble backwards as it swipes and narrowly avoid its claw. Then it is Akio.
Okay, I'm going to Scorching Ray and send it back to hell. So
I find that offensive.
that is a 15
That'll hit.
and 2d6 3 times, so 6d6.
Wait, doesn't it do 3 different individual rays that you
Yeah.
have to hit?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So let me roll. Do you want me to roll the attack for that one?
Yeah, just roll
or
all
the
3
damage.
attacks.
I mean,
Roll all 3 attacks rolls you have any.
17
That'll hit.
and 10.
That'll miss.
11.
That'll miss.
Okay.
So once again, Scorching Ray, 2 hit, 1 miss.
Seems to be the norm. Okay. 4, 8, 12, 13 damage.
13 damage total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The 2 blasts go through and they make those holes and then they slowly start sealing up.
Dang.
Yep. Okay. And then it is the top of the round with Ari.
I approach from behind. I'm gonna kick this thing back into the Ethereum.
Or Bitcoin.
First attack. 24.
24 will hit.
Beautiful.
How'd you guys get
For
so much loot?
6 damage.
Okay, so Ari walks up behind and she does the side kick and slams it right through its head and it just dissipates to nothing and her foot just stops glowing.
And my face is like right underneath your foot.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was a little close there.
I did that Ray thing from the last Star Wars episode where, like, right before it gets to your nose, I just stop it 1 inch away.
And then that scent fades away.
Oh, good.
I think it's gone now. I think we're good.
Oh, they were so stinky.
That definitely not me.
Well, can we search the bodies?
What bodies?
Yes, you can.
The remnants. Like
Well, no, there was the bodies and then
Oh,
the
that's
ghost.
right.
But
So,
they're dusty bodies.
yeah, they're dusty bones.
Let's check them out.
So let me see here.
See if we
First
can
of
get
all,
like arm wraps of infinity. The infinity gauntlet somewhere in there.
arm wraps of infinity.
Infinity gauntlets.
I want the soul
2.
stone so I can be Doctor Strange. I mean, the time stone, not the soul stone.
Yeah.
No, that was a fail.
Come on, seriously.
The Eye of Agamotto.
Experience, 120 experience
Nice.
for the encounter. And you guys are rifling through the bodies. And Akio,
Yes.
you're going through one of them and you pull up its hand and you see a ring on its hand.
Oh, man.
This ring,
You're not gonna put another leech ring on, are you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Vampire ring.
so this is a silver band ring with an onyx inlay spaced around with pairs of small silver feet that have been darkened by the repeated dipping of ink.
Okay. So, silver band, ring,
And
onyx
as you
inlay.
pick it up and touch it, the ring on your finger starts glowing purple as well.
These things might be connected, guys.
Everybody
onyx
take
inlay
a step
dipped
back, maybe.
in ink. Wait, if it was dipped in ink, wait, was it like writing in my blood that my ring was sucking out of me? That's creepy. It's a portal ring.
Whose blood is this?
Is that
I don't know, so
Akio's
maybe
professional assessment?
No, it's just a theory. It's a hypothesis.
Where do you get your ink? I don't know. Some idiot put the ring on.
The ring of
Other
eternal ink.
bodies. I just broke a rubber band. Wonderful.
Oh no, sorry.
I need to stop playing with things. That's what I need to do. The other bodies, let me just check them as well.
The bodies in the floor. Let the bodies in the floor.
Well, let's see, Bron, I guess your detect magic thing has worn off now because it takes concentration.
That's
right?
correct.
I'm pretty sure this is magic. Just from my arcade.
But I guess I just am wondering, how can we figure out, like, what it does?
I can put it on.
Don't.
I put on the ring.
Okay. It does not do anything.
I
Try
have
and take
3
it off.
rings.
Try and take it off.
I take it off.
It does not come off.
Guys, I got 2 rings that are stuck on the same hand. And then I have
Well,
a
look at it this way. If it becomes a problem, we only have to cut off one hand.
He's starting
That
to
would be
form his
cool.
own infinity gauntlet.
pretty much.
This one's the soul.
And I put it on my middle finger next to my one that was already on my index finger.
Yeah.
So now I just look cool.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously. All
That is
right.
quite the bling you have there, Master Whiskey.
Yeah, I'm a little scared. Not gonna lie. It's magic.
But
I
the
have.
crow, the raven seemed to think that you would want this, so.
It can't be all bad.
I don't know if that raven has our best.
Never trust a
Can I look around for the raven to see if he's here?
Raven.
Crow.
So no, the
Bird?
raven is not here.
Okay.
So it takes a moment, and you're kind of looking over this ring again.
Sure.
And as you're turning it over in your hands, you see that one of the silver feet is lit up.
Oh. I push it.
Doesn't do anything.
I lick it.
It tastes like ink.
What are you doing?
Ink and
I'm
silver.
discovering.
Ink.
I take out
It
my
seems.
ink.
It seems
Get some
1 out of
parchment.
10 of these feet.
Oh, there's 10 feet.
Yeah,
I
there's-
take out my ink
Okay.
and I dip it in the ink.
Okay.
Does it do anything?
No.
Get
it
some
doesn't do
paper.
anything like that.
Parchment.
Right,
I go up to one of the scrolls on the desk and I just make a mark and see if it doesn't.
You do a stamp.
So you touch your finger to the mark, and the foot starts moving.
Whoa.
And it starts doing kind of those footprints like the Marauder's map almost, right?
Okay, cool.
And it starts trailing, and as it's trailing, it shows like it kind of reveals the map area, and it starts out in greenest, and it moves down and kind of goes back and forth a little bit, and then it moves along the river, and it starts revealing Burdusk, and then it reveals Baldur's Gate, and then it goes all the way up through Waterdeep, and all the way up.
A map of where we've been.
Yeah. I shared this information with
Yeah.
everybody. I
holding
just go,
up the
holy
map.
crap, guys, look.
They may have been tracking you with this device.
That's
Now you can
true.
track yourself in case you get lost.
Or perhaps it's like a Hansel and Gretel breadcrumb thing for whoever was wearing it.
That might be the case.
Possible.
Huh.
And it does stop in the Mire of the Dead.
Okay. Interesting.
I ask everyone if it's okay if I rest for a moment. That ghost took something out of me. I want to try and recover.
Yeah, I think we should explore this room while you do that, and like maybe look at the scrolls,
Okay.
the star charts,
So
see if
you
we can make sense of it.
guys take an hour to go over everything.
Anybody have a
in
sundial?
detail? No, there are no sundials.
Gotta make sure that we have enough time to get back and kill Bullywug King.
It's getting later.
It's the observatory, right? So
No, you're not in the observatory. You're
Oh.
in another room
Okay.
near the observatory. But you can look out the window.
I look out the window. It's not dusk, right?
No,
Or dawn or whatever.
it's not. Like, dawn is not breaking yet. It's darker now than it was before.
Okay.
So it's like midnight. It's a moonless night, so I can't really tell.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
I think we need to.
Hustle.
If we've got the rest of this, I think we need to go and find where Mr. Bullywug's either if he's sleeping, or I don't know if they sleep or not. But we would want to find out where he is so we can dispatch of him, so we do not have a larger problem. So we're not being attacked by two fronts.
I share with everyone. I say, while you guys were getting attacked by swamp monsters, or garbage chute monsters. I did sneak over to the barracks because that's where that lizard guy told us that Bug King was, and I looked inside. There were a bunch of bullywugs in there, and there was a stairway leading up to the second floor. Next to that room was a room with some giant lizards. And there was also a stairway leading up from that floor. I don't know if they would eventually go to the same place. Those two staircases, they're fairly close together. I would imagine that between the two, we might have an easier time getting past the lizards. They were in cages.
We should release them and start an uprising.
I don't know if we want to do that yet. I'd say I would rather try and sneak past them if they're sleeping or something and explore up there and see if we can find...
Well, our track record in stealth has not been the greatest, so just keep it in the back of your pocket, in case.
I have the ability to help us in that regard, or I could also cast a darkness spell. Be able to see through it at that point.
I know this is off topic, but I shake Brahm's hand with my ring, and then I go touch the paper and see if it changes. I want to see if I can track Brahm now. Like, handshake. Nothing?
Nope.
Okay. Sorry, continue. Sorry. Random thought.
Fair enough.
I didn't even really ask you. I just grabbed your hand.
Ori, when I peeked into that second room with the giant lizards, how many of them were there? Did you say?
You counted 8.
Eight lizards in cages versus
Billion.
22, 24 bullywugs. I might say we'd be better off with the lizards. These were not lizard folk, right? They were
No, they were
creatures.
giant. They were giant lizards, like riding lizards.
Oh, well, that's a different story then.
Let's just let it become
stables type area. I don't know that they would necessarily.
Would they be akin to the lizard people? I mean,
I say we just cause as much chaos as we can. Keeps the trail off of us.
We need to creep in and take him out, and then chaos.
I can create a diversion, go invisible, you guys go behind them, and then I follow.
How about you
If
start
we
singing?
need it. If we have. When the moon hits your
Let's do a concert
astronomy
again.
tower.
Yeah, there's concert.
Let's go in the courtyard and have a concert.
At this point, our presence here doesn't really attract a lot of attention, right? You guys have been walking around sort of freely in the castle thus far, right?
Yeah, they're convinced we are with them.
Yes, but they have told us that they have no intention of having us past the early hours of the morning, so
If they want us to go down to the dungeon.
we are told to clear out as soon as possible.
Okay. Time did you say it was, Corey? Sorry.
It's getting later. You're not quite sure the exact time, but it's darker now than it was before. Although it will
I'm thinking maybe we ought to wait until everyone's asleep and try and sneak
what,
in,
Skittles
sneak
or-
upstairs.
Jerky.
Turkey?
Oh.
We can also find everything on fire. Murder them while they sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you guys are really wanting to do the distraction thing.
I
One
fear it
person.
would be more of just if something starts to go south,
Yeah.
the rest of you hide and I can create a distraction. And then go invisible and follow.
By the way, everybody gets 500 XP for clearing this tower out.
How much XP do we get if we knock the tower down?
You'll have to find out.
Start shattering everything. Break all the walls.
I mean, then there's always the option of me flinging open the door and just placing a well-placed fireball in the middle of all those bullywugs. We could probably clear most of them.
So the tower we're in is kind of a ruined tower, right? Are there any holes in the room that we are in that would lead out above the room that the other bullywug would be in?
So this portion of the tower is pretty sturdy. The ruinedness is coming from the floorboards or rock.
Okay, so it's not the actual structure.
No, the structure itself is really well built.
Never mind. I was gonna say we could try and go out onto the rooftop above him, and then we can circumvent the people entirely. But I don't know how we get out there without any portcullis or something that we can climb through.
We need a window somewhere that would be narrow enough for some of us to slip through.
I say we let Ari sneak in there and try and do a well-placed blow and keep it stunned.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with a full with 5 key points and 4 attacks per round. I've got a good chance at. I mean, I don't know. I guess it could go terribly wrong, and he could be a lot stronger than I think, and I could die a horrible death. But
I think that's probably what would happen.
And then your brother will be there, and it'll just be bad.
It'll just be
But then you
awkward.
can re-roll a character.
yeah,
To a healer.
At least maybe letting me like get up there, like see if his room is guarded, if he's even there on the second floor. You know what I mean? Like
We gotta
make me
find him,
invisible and
definitely.
let me go up there and kind of scout around a little bit, and then
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
report back
If
to
we
you
had
guys and
mold
figure
earth,
out
we
what
could
to do.
like punch a hole in the wall and then go out.
I think you should cast invisibility on Ari when we get closer. Have her sneak in, scout the area out, come back and report, and then we can make a plan. Because if Ari can find him, then we can kind of assess what's the best plan of attack. Or non-attack or whatever.
All in favor? I'll try and be fast.
I vote yay.
That works for me.
Yay as well.
Alrighty. So first of all, as you guys are searching this room, most of the star charts that you pick up just kind of crumble to dust or to shreds. However, 3 of them are sturdy enough that you can carry them away, if you would like. One is drawn on parchment.
I would.
One is scribed on a clay disc, and one is etched on a thinly rolled film of copper, kind of like this.
Let's take them. These ought to be worth something to an astronomer,
Yes.
I would think.
Akio, and we may see if it has something to do with your ring, perhaps.
Perhaps. Yeah, let's keep him.
I'll add them to my inventory. Sorry, say that again. Star chart 3.
So
star
one,
charts.
one drawn on paper. Sorry,
Paper.
parchment.
One
Clay on a clay disc.
and
One etched into
copper. Can I write a page number down?
Yes, page number 57, 3E.
For 3 eternal scrolls.
Okay, let's go.
Roll out.
Okay, so you all have taken a short rest at this point.
Okay.
So anybody who needs to spend,
I used
Hit
3
dice.
hit dice.
Oh yeah.
you need to spend
Almost
hit
back to
dice
full
to
health.
get. Go ahead and take the short rest. You scroll down to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember how to do that. Okay.
Short rest.
Alrighty, and then you guys head down the stairs. So Ari, you're gonna go. Where are you going exactly?
So I'm gonna ask Brom to cast invisibility on me, and then I'm gonna head back to the stables,
Okay.
to the giant lizard room.
I cast invisibility at the 2nd level.
I'm gonna
So
do
you can do it 2, right?
One person.
Oh, one.
And if it's level 3, it'll be 2 people.
Okay.
I only have one more slot, so I say, already be gone.
While he's doing that, I'm doing arcane recovery to get my spell slots back.
Okay.
Bam.
That's a part of your short rest, I think, right?
Yeah.
How many spell slots do you get back?
I can recover a combined level that is equal to
Trying to get down.
half your wizard level rounded up. So 3. Which
3
I've
total
only,
spell slots.
I've only cast 3, so that's perfect.
No, so it's
Oh,
total
right, so-
level. Yeah. So,
So
you
1
cast
second level, 1 first level spell
Yeah.
slot. Okay.
wait,
That's
4
what I'm
and
gonna
3
do.
first level.
Yeah.
It's not letting me do the take short rest because I just
You can, yeah, so if you want to do that, if you use dice, you can take them off and then hit take short rest.
if I didn't use
If you
any
don't, you
dice,
just hit take short rest and it'll just reset everything.
If you're not going to heal up at all.
that's what I tried, and then it's still saying.
Well, that's because
But you have to roll the dice.
Yeah,
so
you have to roll
check
dice
one of those
still.
dice and then
I
roll it
see.
and add it manually.
and then
So
it's a
if you do
D10
use
plus your
dice,
Constitution
then you'll
modifier.
So I do.
You check one of them if you use one,
Did you get damage?
then hit take short rest.
Yeah, when I fell.
Roll your dice.
Down the
and add
stairs.
whatever that is to the.
It wasn't a lot, but
That part it doesn't do.
But we don't care because we're going back to full health. Or do I?
You roll, yeah. You still.
you roll and find out. Yeah.
And then if you use more, so 8.
That will get me back to full health.
Yeah. So then you don't have to use another one.
So, Ari, you are now invisible. You head to the stables and open up the doors. A couple of the lizards give you look at the doors, but they don't see anything, so they just go back to doing what they're doing.
We, I would assume, are going to be at the rampart just before it comes back out and just kind of hanging in that area.
Okay.
Do I
So-
see from where we're at? Do we see our lizard folk friend?
You see. Let's see. You don't see Snapjaw.
Do we see the guy I talked to?
No, there are no lizard folks.
Okay.
But there is one bullywug in the courtyard,
Okay.
and it's kind of just wandering around.
So
you know.
we'll just kind of
So we're back in the courtyard now.
So you're hanging.
So we're just.
So Ari is here in the stables, and the rest of the group is here, just kind of hanging back in the inner ward.
Okay.
And this is the courtyard area.
Okay. We'll just be on the lookout for them.
Ari, heading up the stairs or the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Searching for traps as I go.
Okay. What's your passive perception?
Did you say 11?
9. You keep cutting out.
17.
17. Okay.
Neither of us were right.
9, 17.
Yeah, so you don't find any traps as you're going up this ladder. Let's see.
Okay.
So there's the loft above the stables appears to have a bunch of cut reeds that are kind of stacked up and tied off. Let's see. And then off to the right, there appears to be a door.
I will go up to the door and check it for traps and see if it's locked.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me an investigate check.
Use thaumaturgy.
14.
Open all the windows.
Okay.
Sorry, 13.
No traps on the door. It's not locked.
Everybody
I
gets through.
open it, but I'm trying to be stealthy here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Be quiet.
Look and see what's on the other side. With advantage, yes, because invisible.
Yes.
11.
Okay. 11 total. Okay. So you crack open the door, and inside you see. Let's see here. Lounging about on a pile of mud, kind of sunken into it, is the familiar crocodile skinned head of Farblex. And then there are 10 other bullywugs that are kind of wandering around the room.
Let me at him.
But Farblex seems to be asleep, and none of the other bullywugs have noticed you at this point.
Okay. So am I looking into like? I mean, is it like a bedroom?
Yeah. So this is. It looks like another level of the barracks that you're in. This. Let's see.
Directly over the barracks at this point.
Yeah. There's reed pallets, dirty baskets, and animal bones littering the floor.
Okay.
Poor animals.
I want to fire bullywugs so
And the 10 bullywugs are asleep.
Nope.
Sorry, not asleep.
Some of them are lounging about. Some of them are asleep. Looks like maybe like 2 of them are folding, dozed off, but a few of them are kind of looking around idly.
No, I didn't.
How big is the room roughly?
Going crazy.
The room itself is about 60 feet in total.
Across.
Yep.
And
60
there's
by
a stairway at the other end leading down. I'm
Correct.
assuming.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I very gently close the door and sneak back to my friends.
Okay.
Let's kick open the door. Let's go.
And I tell him what I saw. Like, okay, I know where he is. I think the easiest approach would be to go up through the stables here. But I mean, if we get in a fight, sorry, Corey, was so when I opened the door from the stable room, second floor, where was Farblex?
Farblex. He was about in the middle of the room, kind of in the middle back corner.
Let me at him.
So
So
about halfway
between
between the stairs and the door.
Question.
There were, let's say, a handful of bullywugs between me and him, I'm
Correct.
assuming.
Yep.
And maybe the other handful on the other side of him.
Yes.
I got an idea.
Akio, remind me, did the lizard folk, they spoke Draconic, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
What did the bullywugs speak?
Bullywugganese.
Do you know, if they don't speak Draconic, do you know the Draconic symbol for attack? Could you show it to me?
Do
Like
they have a
Like
symbol?
scratch in the dirt.
Like the written language?
The written language Draconic.
Yeah.
Sure.
If he
I
shows
try.
me,
It looks like a lizard biting another something.
Okay. I want to,
Actually, I think I may have a draconic.
Oh, you might. Okay.
I want to try and
It's fire shooting out of a dragon's
use
mouth.
dancing lights to create it and
Ooh.
throw it as high in the air as I can.
Wait, but before you do that, I should lock the door so that the
Yes.
guy can't get out the back.
Yes, I agree. So we lock it, and then I can throw the dancing light as high as we can to give a.
Wait. But I think we should in that door. You know what I mean? Like, because then we don't have to get through the 20-something bullywugs that are on the ground level.
Is it easy to get to that door though?
Did you see any windows?
And tables
Did you
are
see?
necessarily going to attack us if we try and walk past them. Maybe they would, I guess, but
Did you see any windows when you were in there?
I don't know, Corey. Did I see any windows?
No, you didn't see any windows.
So we may be painting ourselves into corners. So we want to be very careful about our escape routes.
I mean, maybe right. If there was some sort of way to block the stairs or empty that room out from below, or take them out, I guess, for that matter. Corey, I mean, so there were 20-something bullywugs in the barracks on the ground floor, 10 or so on the second floor.
Yes, and
Plus the king.
and then the king.
What about like the general other, like the courtyard? I mean, are there lots of other ones milling about, or is that pretty much the extent of
There was one other bullywug in the courtyard that you guys saw, and that is attack in draconic script. Put it on camera here.
I teach it to you real quickly.
We can do it. Move it in.
I just zoom in so it can be more in focus. For those who are interested.
Now, I'm not sure if that's actually how you would say attack, because
But that's spelled out the letter.
that's common attack in
Straight
draconic.
1-to-1.
Yes.
So because I assume since there's no windows in there, I'm going to, I guess, hang back a little to the door because we're going through the storeroom, right? Is that right?
Well, yeah, my idea was to go through the stables where there's a bunch of giant lizards who may or may not be hostile to us.
Because
But
if if we can get them to be distracted from the outside while we're attacking from the inside, that should pull away most of those forces.
We should come in from both sides of them and pinch them into the middle of the room. Then they can't go anywhere.
Listen, between three of us, we have 3 minor illusion cantrips, right?
I
Maybe
do
we
not.
could do something there.
You have 2.
We've got 2 minor illusion.
No, Ari has one as well.
Yeah, but Brown
Yeah, I
doesn't.
Oh, Ron doesn't?
So I have it though. So we have 2.
Dancing lights. I mean, maybe that's enough to. I don't know. At the same time, what's the radius of fireball?
The fireball has a 20-foot radius, but it can go around corners. So
Right, but I mean, part of me wants to just try the direct approach.
that's what I'm saying. If some of us come from the stairs and some come in the doorway, then we can make sure they don't escape and just attack.
We probably get overwhelmed.
So what you're
That's
saying
probably
is
a
we
bad idea.
sandwich them.
I think we need to get the lizard folk involved.
Yeah. So this making sure this is
There's draconic script.
appeasable. I can throw it 120 feet. How tall were the? You had the ramparts, and then we had the middle tier of the castle. How high is
I
that?
believe it's about 60 feet high.
Okay, so 120 feet. I should be able to throw it pretty high.
Yeah.
And it says that I can create. I can make them look like torches, lanterns, or glowing orbs, or I can make them like people. So I assume I can form them.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm
Well, also,
basically just gonna be like a blinking like, buffet like
Fight.
No, make it like a bat signal. Like the bat signal.
the broken spear.
minor illusion can also do like noises if you want to do noises instead of an image. So potentially, we could like blast this, like, I don't know, but you know what I mean, like make this sound of like bullywug saying like, oh, like the king is dead, the king's been killed, like we're under attack, and like
Yeah, because it can be your voice,
sound
someone
of, like,
else's
fighting
voice.
and
But
stuff like that.
does anybody know how to speak bullywug?
No, but I can speak in Draconic and say the king's dead. As loud, and I can project my voice from a whisper to a scream. So I can scream it out of the top of my lungs.
Are we sure we would? So we're talking. This is before we actually do the attack.
Yeah, to get the lizard folk involved in fighting other people.
Lizard folk to come in.
Let's do it.
Or maybe we have somebody kind of open the door to the barracks and say, the lizard folk are attacking, like, you know, they're trying to take over the castle, and you know what I mean, and get them to empty the barracks out so that they both think that they're attacking each other, and then they come out, and lo and behold, there they are with weapons drawn, ready to attack each other, and we try and take out the king in the mayhem.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
So
let's get in place.
Brahm's going to throw up lights in Draconic saying, attack, right?
Okay.
I'll shout in Draconic that the king is dead.
The king is dead. Two arms, something like that, right? And then somebody's going to need to. Brahm, I think you kind of have the most authority here amongst the bullywugs. Maybe you run into the barracks and say that that the lizard folk are attacking. They're coming to take out.
Okay.
Defend yourselves, something like that.
Right.
And then we try and sneak in once the barracks empty and run upstairs.
So this is the where was the entrance to the facility again?
So I'm thinking
like
now maybe we just go in the barracks door, which is
and then the guys
right
are
here.
patrolling out here.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be
That's
very
the
believable
courtyard.
if I came from the opposite direction. That's okay. We'll figure it out.
Let's just get into place and just
Let's
do
do
it
it.
and
Let's
see
do
what
it.
happens.
Let's get it done.
All right. So
let's wait until the lizard folk are actually like
attacking.
Tell that they're moving. You know what I mean? Before we get in and like empty out the barracks.
So let's do it.
Okay.
Throw up
So the
sign.
lights go up.
Throw the lights up.
They spell out the draconic word attack.
And then I put my wand in my throat and scream, "The king is dead! Everybody revolt, attack!" And I throw it up, my voice out so everyone can hear it.
Okay. Alright, and so that booms throughout the castle and reverberates off of everything. The one bullywug that's in the courtyard looks up and sees the lights, and he doesn't quite know what's going on, and then he hears some shouting, and he just kind of turns and rushes into the barracks.
Cut him off.
You're gonna cut him off?
Hey, wait,
No,
maybe
somebody
do
should.
our job for us.
Oh yeah, maybe he'll do it for Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Well, we
You
need to
don't
get
want
up
me
there.
to-
We
I
need
can-
No, because he might run in there and say we're getting attacked, and then they'll come out.
Well, we need to get upstairs because if he goes and checks on what's his bucket,
And then
Sure,
we need to go cast like minor illusion, make him look like he's dead sleeping or something.
True. Ari hasn't used minor illusion yet, so she's has to do it.
minor illusion of the king just lying dead in the middle of the courtyard,
okay.
like he's been stabbed or something, blood kind of everywhere.
Okay.
So if the lizard folk come up, they'll see
His
it.
legs kind of, hey, another
So,
kitty friend.
A few moments later, all the bullywugs start rushing out of the barracks.
Oh.
Let me go and see here.
Okay. Let's hang in the shadows.
And they're looking at the body on the ground, and they're all kind of they're murmuring to each other in their croaky language. And then the door opens up, and Farblex stomps out into the courtyard and goes. And he says something in bullywug that you guys can't understand, obviously. And then he looks down, and then he starts looking around, and he looks over and spots all of you.
Crap.
And then he goes, "Get them!" And we're gonna get into combat here.
Whose idea was this?
So this full map is the courtyard, by the way.
Did we see any of the lizard folk coming to our aid?
You haven't seen any yet.
Okay, let's just start melting these guys.
Right.
Start melting them.
This is why I got level 3 spelled, baby.
Yep.
Just line them up, line them up.
So line 'em up, line 'em up.
That should do.
Oh, okay. That means we're dead.
Bring it on. One word. Spare no
Need to
one.
survive until reinforcements.
This,
Assuming they're coming.
the
Gandalf.
bigger guy right there is going to be Farblex, just so for ease of easiness.
Fireblex, your bedrooms, your accommodations are terrible. You should rethink your life as a hotel manager. This hotel sucks. That guy over there didn't even take my luggage.
I know it's probably a weird time to think about it, but if we win, we should make Snapchat the king. Just, out of, respect.
King of our castle.
I don't know if they'll actually give us the ability to choose.
They won't have a choice.
Akio, let's not start fights.
Genocide of 3 different races happened today. Further news.
All because Akio wasn't drunk.
Someone
I'm going AFK just 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Someone get this guy in a...
He's running. Gosh.
Okay, so that's
This is perfect.
the ones in the lower barracks.
I've always wanted a fastball special like this. Ready, Thornock?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
I want to comment that Reeves thinks this is a terrible idea.
What does Thornock think?
It's fantastic.
Let's do it. Preston thinks it's a horrible idea too, but this is gonna be awesome. I wanna swing from that bullywog's face.
No.
Like, alright, we're dead.
Focus on making sure that we destroy as many of those little guys as we can with fireballs.
Yes.
While I work on King Bullywog.
Is that good?
I don't know. We'll see.
There you go.
There we go.
Let's see
Wait,
how
hold
it
on.
adjusts.
Can you tip it down?
There we go.
So, like-
That's
Just down towards the ground more, so we can
Like that?
up a little bit.
yeah, that's a little too much.
Right there-ish, somewhere in there.
That,
So then we get
okay.
the bulk of them, and then we get our peoples.
Hey,
Like
Like right
that?
about there, we good.
congratulations. I think this is a record for how many miniatures I've ever put on a board before.
Hold on, I gotta take a
Let's
picture.
destroy them.
Twitter
Bring
needs
them
to
all
see.
Tweet that. Get on the floor. Tweet that.
Tweet some more, tweet it.
Oh, not a selfie.
get a
Ah.
I always do that.
There we go.
The Battle of Castle whatever.
Bullywog.
Natar.
Natar.
The Battle of Future Castle Broken Spear.
Yeah.
This is our
Because we
view.
have squatters' rights, right?
Okay.
Da 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 da.
Oh, I want some Star Wars.
Did I miss anything? Are we still setting up?
We're still setting up.
There's like
He
40.
dumped 3 more buckets of people on the table.
Yeah.
Just think of all the XP. This is gonna be great. Remember me, Rosebud.
It was a sled.
Hey, for the record, I never broke my invisibility. I just want that to be.
Yeah, but Braun broke it because he had to concentrate on dancing lights.
Dancing lights
Oh,
is
that's
like a
right.
concentration spell.
If you want, I have a giant Balrog. That could be the Bullywug.
No, he's
Literally like
Oh my. Wow.
it might just
Say
be for
hello
fun.
to my little friend. His name is
Oh yeah.
Dangerous.
Uh-oh. The monster manual is coming out.
Monster. Monster.
Anybody want some jerky pre-fight? Get in the zone.
Yes.
I'm still trying to work one out of my tooth.
That's always fun, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially with a crab. That awkward moment when the DM has to get more d20s out.
Hang on, let me get 20 d20s.
Oh man.
That
The awkward moment when the DM has to get out the calculator after rolling 3 sets of die. That will be 400 points of damage.
Ugh, we're dead.
You have all been wiped.
I really hope they're easy.
And better news, next week,
Okay,
we're all going to be
roll
rolling new
initiative, guys.
characters.
This is the end of the broken spear.
This is the end of the Bollywogs as we know it.
Oh, by the way, all of these bullywugs have spears, guys.
Yeah!
All of them.
Perfect opportunity.
We should make a pile of broken
I got a
spears.
7.
We're going to make, like, the Game of Thrones throne
Out of spears.
Ari, did you say you had
And we're going to
7?
mount it on the front.
Or is that
RA7?
Colby, what did you roll?
Rolled a 7. Can you guys not hear me?
No, a 7. Okay,
We're just
now we get-
verifying.
Thornock,
15.
Akio,
11.
11. Lunera,
13?
13. Brom,
17.
17.
70 is the number of the day.
We are going to make mincemeat out of them. Turn them into cat food.
Brom, you get initiative.
Brom, you
I get
got
first?
You get first.
I get first
friend.
for the first time ever.
Go,
so
little
excited.
Ravi, go.
Oh, I can't. I'm gonna mess this up.
Ravi Jean
Your dancing lights float up like lanterns. Is that the right movie?
No.
Oh.
That's Tingle.
Yeah. But what was the song from?
The song that I was
What's your
singing
dexterity
was
bonus?
from Frozen.
Ah.
Yeah. What's your dexterity?
Cross.
It's my save or just my...
Just your modifier.
It's a +1, but it's
+1.
13.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Cross fingers. Cross fingers.
Crossing those fingers.
Okay.
You can do it. You can do it. You can totally. I agree, Rufus Priest.
All right, Brom, what would you like to do?
Brahm is going to look at the largest cluster near. I'm going to cast it right behind the little dude behind Fireblax. I'm going to shoot the dude behind him with Shatter at the 3rd level.
Right here?
Yep.
And how far is the range in that?
The range on excuse me, on Shatter is 60 feet with an area of 10-foot radius. Sphere.
10-foot radius.
It has a sphere.
So 10 in either direction.
All directions, yeah, from the center.
Okay.
Or
So
10,
you'll be able to
I don't know if
hit.
it's 10 I think it's. Is it circumference?
So this guy misses it.
Yeah,
barely.
it's basically these
Yeah, I just want
right here.
I think this guy's
Wanna hit
out
the
of
bulk
it,
of them.
no, 5, 10. This guy's barely in
Yep.
that range.
That barely
So
in
it's
that range.
kind of just like right
I'm gonna
there.
sing.
Yep.
Boom, clap, the sound of my heartbeat goes on and on and on and on and.
So what is
And then I
is it
echo
an attack?
on and on.
Oh wait, no, that's not an attack roll.
No.
You're right. Ooh, I'm glad because I was doing Constitution saving throw 14.
Constitution. So what is the damage?
Yeah, let's see. So that's for these. That's 9, 10, 11, 12,
18.
18.
18, and it's half damage on a miss, right?
On a miss is half.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna do.
Come on. And I'll just be doing like stomp the yard style, like boom.
Sorry, what was the save again?
14 wisdom, or sorry, Constitution of 14. Not
Few
wisdom.
times I've been around that track, stomped the yard and all that crap.
Ain't no holler back, no.
Ain't no holler back, no.
no.
Few times.
All right, and then I need one for. Okay, so Farblex makes a save.
Oh, stupid Farblex.
Of course he does.
So it's 18, right?
Yes.
He gets hit with 9.
Yep. And then these 4 just explode.
Yes.
And then
Frog legs
Brahm's gonna use
everywhere.
his bonus action. I'm gonna look at Akio and be like, "Your turn." And let's see. We decided it was
Should
7
do
what?
lightning bolt. as opposed to fireball here. I think.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to line it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm planning on it.
Well, it's not your turn yet.
I know. I'm just scoping out the best possible.
So
Actually, that's
5, 7,
not
5?
going to be the
Okay.
greatest. Unless
And I'm going to use a haiku to inspire you by saying, if you shoot the people that are in the middle of the courtyard, you will win.
But that's only on an attack.
That's
It doesn't
inspiration
go.
is attack.
It doesn't
right?
go for
It's not
damage.
What?
Inspiration only helps with an
I
attack.
totally missed what you said. Oh, inspiration
doesn't
helps
help
with
with-
ability checks.
Ability checks or
so-
attack rolls, right?
Yeah.
Attack
'cause-
rolls, ability checks, but not damage. Yes.
Okay, because my spells that I'm going to use are Constitution, so maybe you want to give it to somebody else. Maybe.
Either
Do you give it to
myself
Thornock or
It's too late.
Oh, it's too late. Okay,
Yeah.
I've got it. I just
Heat
go
of the moment, Brahm gave it to you.
and I go.
Yep.
Yeah!
was the heat.
I'm so inspired.
But it is actually Thornock's turn next.
Yeah, go Thordunk.
I would like to rage.
All right, you are raging, my
That's
friend.
That's a D8.
20, 25, 30.
I don't see which little mini I am.
You're this guy in the red cloak. You can get right. You can get between two of them with your movement.
The red cloaks are coming. The red cloaks are coming.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, and then you'll have 5 feet of. I killed everybody else. That was my plan all
Everybody
along.
else out of the way.
And then you'll have 5 feet of movement left in case you need it. Okay, so you've got a bullywug to the left of you, a bullywug to the right.
Can I actually just step in front of the one that would be to my right?
You want to step
So
Instead of being between, can I go to the one just to the right?
just one
Be
to the
in front
right.
of them,
Okay.
and then I'm just going to attack him twice.
Okay.
But you might only need once. Just saying.
Well, we'll find out.
Well, that's a 17.
Okay, well, 17 will hit. These are bullywugs.
it's squishy.
They do have shields, actually. Interesting.
Oh. We need to break their shields.
That's driving me nuts.
What's the damage there?
15,
15?
14.
14. That's a dead bullywug.
Shake off
So
the
I'm going to the
bullywug.
next.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attack for the next one.
Nasty.
It's going everywhere, man. I think I got some bullywug in my eye.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
What 30? No, bullywug.
18.
18. Okay. So you come charging in with a roar, and these two bullywugs bring their spears down to bear, and you just cleave through the spears and do kind of a cool whirlwind, and then cleave through both of their heads.
Oh.
Nice.
As a bonus action, can I try to intimidate everyone?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an intimidation check. And then just keep the number handy.
We're all gonna die.
They seem pretty.
Just keep the number handy.
Yeah. Tell me the number, but keep it written down.
It was 20.
Okay. Alrighty, Lunar, it's your turn.
Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and I'm going to attack the group that is on your right.
This one right here?
Yes, that group.
So you can move up there. I believe that's 30 exactly.
Okay, perfect. And
Yep. So move there. Left or right first?
let's
Thunder.
do.
The thunder, lightning, and
We will do left to actually right to left.
Right to left.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Okay.
right to left. Here we go. Gosh dang it! All right, of course, first attack misses,
Okay.
and then second comes in at a 22. 16 plus 6.
22 will hit, so go ahead and roll me damage.
Nice.
Lightning's the warning, the thunder's
And then 5 plus 3, 8 damage.
8 damage, okay, so you slice into the first one with your sword after kind of it deflects the first blow with its shield.
Alright.
And then go ahead and roll it for your axe.
That is a 6 plus 6, 12.
12 misses.
Dang it.
Oh. No,
What can I do?
no.
You said 8 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that should be all of your turn unless you want to take a bonus action to do something.
Possibly. I definitely want to attack more. I want to kill stuff.
So you could do your bonus action as your action surge.
The action surge?
Yep.
Okay, let's do that.
Which will allow you
I
to...
say save that for the king.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might need the extra deeps.
Okay.
Do whatever you want.
I'm inclined to agree with Thornock, but also as
Then again,
as a gamer,
yeah.
I would say yes. Don't pop your cooldowns quite yet.
Thunderstruck.
Okay. Alright, then that is my turn.
Then it is Akio's turn.
Yeah. I'll move right here.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
And I'm gonna cast lightning bolt straight down here and just take all these fools out. It shoots 100 feet.
And what do you say?
I say,
Where does it shoot out of? Your nose?
no, my wand.
You do the wand between the legs.
Yeah, like the trick
What
shot.
do I say? I say,
Burn, baby, burn!
I say,
Like from Grinch. When he's burning the
see
Christmas
the
tree.
white light, and I shoot it out.
Okay.
Grease lightning.
And what is the save?
A 14, deck
all
save of
singing
14.
Grease
And what is the damage?
It's 8d6.
So go ahead and roll damage for me.
Grease
Okay.
lightning.
2,
Sliding.
3,
Grease lightning.
6, 9, 12, 17, 21,
Is this purple lightning?
25, 30 damage.
Is it purple
Is
lightning?
it purple lightning?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely purple.
Are you sure it's not unlimited power?
It kind of looks like that, but it's purple.
And I'm not even going to roll because it will deal enough damage to take out all that line.
Jesus Christ.
And then as my bonus action, I want to look at Thornock and then be like, "Ah," and I want to intimidate all the other people.
Go ahead and roll your intimidate as well.
I'm intimidated. I'll just tell you right now.
It is a.
Beyond intimidated.
Let's see here. It's a 6.
Okay.
So it's like,
I'm so excited. I'm like that little dog that when he sees you, he pees a little. Like, oh, that was so cool. I'm just like, I don't even know what to do with myself. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I think that was all my movement. Yeah.
Cool. Then it is some bully whoops. And there goes my
Oh, there
phone.
goes your phone.
So this one, 1, 2, 3. He's gonna move up here.
Down. Leave none alive.
5, 6. That one's gonna move up here.
Ooh.
This one.
Just line up.
Take no
2,
prisoners.
2, and then 2, 4, 5, 6. That one's not intimidated by Thornock. These 4, or these 5 are going to make an attack. We're going to have 2 against Lunera, which is a multi-attack. So the first one is 14 to hit,
Break the spirit.
and then 21 to hit.
Just barely.
I mean, yeah.
And that's going to be, actually for brevity, that's going to be 4 piercing damage.
And then the -3, that's 1 damage.
Yep. As the spear comes in and kind of pokes at you. And then the second one is going to make his 2 attacks. The first one will miss again, and the second one will hit for another 4 piercing damage. So another 1 for you.
I call this one needle.
The 2 back here are going to chuck their spears at Akio.
Now you're gonna get hepatitis.
Oh, let me break a spear, baby.
Do it.
One of them is a 6 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, so you you bring up your wand and you deflect it, and it just shatters against your shield.
Yeah,
So
one
like
damage
start-
on each.
I shattered a spear.
So 2 total.
So 2 total.
And then the other one is going to be a 10 to
Misses.
hit. So again, both these spears come flying at you, and you just deflect them, and they just shatter as they hit your magical shield.
Yeah.
And then the other one is going to attack Thornock here. The first is going to be a 21 to hit.
Barely.
Okay, for 3 bludgeoning damage. As it bites into
Do you mean 1 bludgeoning damage?
I do indeed, Mr. Rager. And then the other one is only an 8 to hit, so that one's not going to hit at all.
Bring him down.
And then more bullywugs. That one I gotta make
They
a.
may have taken our gold, but they can never take our freedom.
That one is going to move up, and he's actually going to leap here.
Leapfrog.
Oh man.
Okay. And then this one is going to 1, 2. This one's not intimidated. 3, 5. This one. This guy's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because he does not like the barbarian.
He's scared.
And then this one, that one will just stay right there. He's got a good line of fire. All right, so we've got one on Akio.
Uh-oh.
Bite attack is a 10.
Oh, misses.
Okay. And the spear is
Splattered.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh.
Okay. For 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
Ow.
Oops, not healing. Piercing.
And then we've got one double attack on Thornock. 1 miss, 1 hit. So 4 piercing damage, half, so 2. And then we've got a spear chuck on Thornock for. Yep, that'll be a hit for another 4 piercing damage.
Half
2.
for 2.
Yep.
So a total of 4
4.
damage.
Then that is Ari.
Oh, yay.
Falling asleep there?
Shadow step.
Am I from... How far am I from the king?
Let's see.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
40, but you've got a few in your way as well.
Oh. So I would
If you leave their range, they can make an opportunity attack against you.
I'm just wondering if maybe I should try and get up to him and get a stun off to see if I can keep him from going this round and doing anything particularly nasty to us.
Leapfrog.
It's saving throw anyway. I'm just gonna run up to the closest bullywug and attack him.
Okay. It'll be right here next to Lunera, and that'll put you in range of 2.
Crouching tiger style run on people's heads.
And again, as you're running, you kind of throw your fists out, and that green glow again emulates from you. And emanates.
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 Illuminate.
That's a 25
That'll hit.
Nice.
for 11 damage.
11 damage. That takes out that bullywug.
Finish him. Fatality.
And then the next one.
Okay.
Overkill.
That was a 12.
12 will miss.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a key point for these next 2.
Okay.
Natural 20
Alrighty.
for lame 4 plus 5 is 9 damage.
Yeah, that's enough to take it out. Your crit is enough to take it out. I'm not even gonna worry about.
These bullywugs
Yeah.
are squeezy.
I mean, you come in and you just swipe that first one and crush its windpipe, and it kind of collapses backwards. And then the other one brings its spear up to you, and you just give it that spear a high kick and knock the tip off of it. And then you bring your foot down on the spear tip as it's spiraling through the air into the bullywug's head, and he drops.
Okay, and so for my last attack, there's one that's like 10 feet away, it looks like?
Yeah, you have more movement, though.
Right, okay, so I'll move up to him
Okay.
and
I got a 14.
Okay.
Is it?
No, that's a miss. Sorry.
Okay.
That is a miss.
Shoot.
I plan on shooting.
Nuclear launch detected. Heat casts.
Okay. Let's see who's up next.
Blizzaga, or what is the one on
Farblex?
Meteora from Final Fantasy? Like the end of the world.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's Meteor.
the rest of the bullywugs are actually going to go, and they're going to unleash a volley of spears. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good, I was hoping for some ranged attacks.
10, 11, 12. Except for this one's going to move up.
Is this like
This one's gonna move up.
those Chinese movies?
12
where
divided by 5.
they shoot the arrows and it's like a blackened out.
Yeah.
You're like, "Ah!"
So we're going to do...
But with spears.
With spears. I'm glad I'm back there.
We're doing 3 attacks on... let's see. 3 on you.
Okay.
3 on you, Rum.
Okay. Occupier.
3 on you.
Dang it.
Okay, so we'll do those ones first.
Boo.
That's...
Bow down to the queen, bullywugs. Slime, filth, garbage. Your face is full of syphilis.
A 10 doesn't hit you, right, Akia?
Nope.
Okay, then you just take 4 damage from one of them as it pierces through the shielding. 3 on Braum, that's a hit, a miss, and a hit. So 8 damage.
Okay.
And then against Nira, that's a miss, a 18. Does that hit you?
That does, yes.
Okay. And then a 15. Does that hit you?
That does not.
Okay, so that's 1 hit for 4 damage, piercing.
Piercing?
So -1. And then
Minus
we've got
3.
Huh?
-3, because it's piercing. And I have that -3
Resistance.
for the piercing slashing.
One.
Yeah, one damage.
Yeah. Yeah, you know your stuff. And then we've got
Like a
we're doing
porcupine.
3 on 3 bullywugs are attacking Ari.
Guys, I'm okay.
2 spears.
Okay.
So the first spear coming at you. What does your deflect thing do again?
So if I get hit, the damage of it is reduced by 1d10 plus my dex modifier, which is 4, plus my monk level, which is 5, so 9 plus a d10.
Okay.
I'm assuming that would negate any damage.
Yeah, so the first one will hit you, but you just kind of snap the spear out of the air. And then the second ranged attack, because you only have 1 that you can do per round, right?
Just
It's
one reaction. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The other attack's going to hit you for 4 piercing damage. And then the one right up next to you is going to make 2 melee attacks. And the highest is a 12. So you dodge out of the way. And then we've got 1 spear chucker on Thornock for 13 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, and then the other one is going to make 2 attacks here.
His nickname's Chucky.
And the lowest is a 15.
Not Chucky.
Yeah, those all hit.
Okay, so that's going to be
Playtime.
3 bludgeoning damage, so 1 bludgeoning damage, and then 4 piercing damage, so 2 piercing damage. So total of 3 damage after the halving.
3.
That's rough, guys.
All right, and then it is Farblex.
We took 3.
It's pretty rough.
It is.
I was thinking I misheard, and I was like, 3? Are you sure?
Yeah, 3.
Let's see.
Just like, I took 2 damage.
Right?
Yeah.
He's going to grab his kind of staff that looks like it's just got some weird, snake skin wrapped around it.
Oh, crap.
And he is going to raise it over his head and croak something out, and this the staff kind of starts flowing onto his arm, and this coating of bark encompasses him.
spell?
It's tree, crocodile.
He's tree beard.
Does he have to make an ability check for this?
No.
If he attacks, I would like to use cutting words on that.
Okay.
Or but if that spell doesn't have an ability check, then I can't mess with it.
And that's actually his turn. So it's Brom's turn.
Okay. I am going to cast suggestion on him. On Bullywog Big Man. And my suggestion is going to be at the second level. He's going to have to make a wisdom saving throw of 14. And my suggestion is for him to command his men to stand down and to get in a small area.
Okay. So he struggles, and then he goes, and then he looks at you and he goes, "You cannot command me."
Well, it's worth a try. Never mind.
Ah, crap, he's too powerful.
Zoom, 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 zoom. Ah, screw it. All right. And with that, I'm going to use one more. No, I'm gonna hold on to those. Okay, so that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Alrighty, so that's
Roll my high levels.
I just need to check.
We're down to first levels.
Okay. Then it is Thornock.
You could grill him.
There are 3 bullywugs in front of you.
Let's pick the most left one.
Okay.
Cleave.
Khaleesi.
Cut them in two.
19.
That will hit.
Come into wine. Or thrine.
16.
16. Okay, that is dead.
Move to the next one.
Okay.
He's dead, Jim. Dead.
He's dead, Jim.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. 16.
I think he's dead.
16 hits.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow.
11.
11 will kill that one too. So like mowing grass, Thornock just starts taking out bullywugs one by one.
I want to intimidate the rest of them again as a bonus action.
Okay. We'll just keep going with your same intimidation score.
I'm just picturing him he's like looking at this thing and looking at each of the little guys and like
checking against the marking for that red wizard.
None of these guys are wearing red. I didn't need to check.
Do you know red?
he's seeing it right
I
now.
know the colors. I just can't read very well.
Lunar, it's your turn.
All right. So it looks like there are 2, 3
There's
around us?
There's 2 right in front of you,
Okay.
and then you have to move to get to any more.
All right, let's go ahead and we'll do left to right this
Okay,
time.
roll your attacks 1 per, just because you never know what your damage is going to be.
So that is 18 plus the 6.
Okay, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Bravo.
And then that's a 4 plus a 3, and that's 7.
Okay, so you smash into one of them. I believe, he's still alive. So go ahead and roll your next attack on it.
All right. 17. Whoa.
Yeah, so that one hits as
Hit
well.
both.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Lightning never strikes twice, but in this case,
And a 5 plus a 3 is 8.
Yes, so that is
damage.
another dead bullywug.
Bullywug!
Okay. And then your bonus action
Did
attack.
you say that he croaked?
Yes.
bravo.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then you have your bonus attack for the last
Looking at
one
gallery.
The bonus attack. That's right. All right.
with your offhand.
Here we go. Oh, that was terrible. That's totally missing.
Okay. Is it a...
Because I hit the cord. It was a 3.
Oh.
Plus 6 is
Yep, okay, so that misses.
9.
Akio.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Ice Knife, and I'm gonna try and hit that spider dude.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my inspiration on my attack to make sure I hit him.
Okay.
So Good thing I did. 3 plus 6 is 9, plus 8, so 17.
17. Your bardic inspiration is a D8 now.
Is it D8? Yeah.
Yes, that will hit him.
Thanks. Okay,
Use my bardic
so
inspiration for the first time.
he will take a D10
Wait a minute.
of 8 damage.
Oh yeah, you did.
8 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, he's still alive, and then it explodes.
first time
Explodes, and so they all need to make a dex of
First time in
14.
this campaign area.
These 3.
First time
Forever.
They all fail.
Okay, so they're gonna take 2d6. So 5, 9 damage.
9 damage. So that one dies. It stabs into him, and he looks down at it, and he looks up at you, and then he just explodes in frost and coats these guys. And they can't get away. They're damaged, but they're still up.
The Rambo scene with the arrow when he hits the guy.
Yeah.
Alright.
Anything else, Akia?
No. Oh, and I only cast that at the first level. That could have been stronger. Okay, my bad.
Alright, so these two are moving up. And this one is going 1, 2, 3, 6. And he's going to move twice to get to Ari.
Oh no.
1, 2, 5, 6, and move twice to get to Ari. And then that one's going to move over there.
Ooh, it's
And
it's time for a fireball.
so we've got 3 attacks on Thornock. So it looks like one of them is going to hit Thornock for 2 damage. They're too intimidated for anything else. And then we've got 3 attacks, or 3 double attacks on Ari. That's a miss, that's a hit. So 3 damage, Ari. The second one rolled a natural 1, so you shatter his spear.
Yeah.
And he missed with his bite attack as well. And then the third one, 13 was the max there, so you definitely dodge everything else.
Very nice.
And then this one is finally going to go, I don't have to be scared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2.
I'm not afraid.
And then he's going to chuck at Akio,
Oh, dude.
which is a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
So take 4.
Alright.
The
That's
bride
right.
of Chucky.
Ow.
And then one is going to make a double attack against Thornock. That's a hit and a 15 hits you, right, Thornock?
15?
Yes. Okay, and that's a total of 3 damage after the halving for those combined attacks. And this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just spend his entire turn running up to Rom. He's coming at you, and he picks up one of the spears on his way.
You start
one of
hearing the do 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 do.
Alright, it is your turn.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Deserve
Guy on my left.
tickling my throat.
Triangle.
Yeah. Yes.
Got a bullywug in your throat.
21
21 will hit. Roll damage.
You want to sneeze?
That's
for 8 damage.
8 damage. That takes that one out.
Next attack to the guy in front of me
Okay,
is a 16
that'll hit.
for 11 damage.
Okay. High kick. Dead.
Okay, and then sorry, are there 2 left within
Yes.
striking distance?
Yes.
So to the one that's like the corner from me,
Uh-huh.
I'll attack that guy. I am gonna spend a key point here.
Okay.
So that's a 25
That'll hit.
for 7 damage.
7. Okay, he's still up.
And 26
Yes, he's up. Okay, and that'll hit.
for 9 damage.
Dead. Alrighty.
There's another one for the fire.
Another one for the fire. Alright, so all of those ones are gone. Alright,
And then let's see. If I tried to move right now, I would take an opportunity attack, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna risk it anyway. I just kind of yell to everybody, looking at Farflax. I can never get that guy's name right. I say, spread out, just in case he has like an area damage, and I'm gonna move. Like, let's see. Is there a bullywug? It looks like a little blob. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 squares away from me, kind of like towards the top left of the screen.
Up here?
God.
No.
No, other.
Over here.
This one?
Waiting for the delay. Opposite of.
Closer to Corey, to the left of your screen.
To the if you can see that what I'm seeing on the camera,
Yes.
it's like the top left of that little
Top left white.
This one.
Where Dallin just pointed. I think
Yes,
that was Dallin.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I got it.
Yes.
Took a minute.
The attack will hit. There's a 19.
Got you.
So 4 piercing damage as a spear goes into you as you run past.
Okay.
And you roundhouse kick him in the face.
No.
Since now your hands go, you can say that.
Let's see.
Because I'm sure you can when he goes.
Hang on just a moment here. Okay. So Farblex is going to slam his spear into the ground 3 times, and right here a small mote of poison appears and then explodes into a 10-foot radius, hitting those 3. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
Is that him that's
Farblex, yes.
Farblex?
Uh-huh.
Is this a
It's not an attack. It's going to
attack,
require
okay.
a saving throw. So I need a Constitution saving throw from Akio, Lunira, and Thornok.
I was gonna cut his words, but I can't.
Darn it.
All right.
12 plus. Okay. I make it. I rolled 18.
21.
I haven't even told you what the save DC is.
Well,
Okay. Thornok, what'd you get?
What was I rolling for?
Constitution saving throw. A barbarian's constitution can't be that good, right?
No, he's gonna throw up everywhere.
Man, where are the lizard folk, by the way? We're gonna have to fight them when they get here too for
I
not
need to do a
showing up.
constitution.
Technically, it's only been
Take
about
a task
12
for ourselves.
seconds.
I need to do a constitution saving throw for the
22.
Still.
for the lights.
Oh yeah, because you got hit. Yeah. Okay, you guys are all good. The clouds, you kind of cough a little bit, but none of you seem to be affected by it.
10 constitutions plus 2,
we've had
12.
worse.
13, 15.
I think you're okay. I think it's
Or was
10 or
that the
it's
DC?
10. The
Half
DC is
the
10
damage?
or half the damage.
Yeah, I think it's
You
half.
take, so
Or-
yeah,
so
whichever one's higher. So
13.
yeah, so you're good.
Okay.
The lights are still up there.
Yay.
Okay, and then
They're blinking a little more frantically.
these ones are going to move here. 3, 4, 5,
These
6,
should be.
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. So I've got 3 spears that are going to be hitting. One for Thornok, which is going to hit for 4 damage. One to Akio, which is going to hit for 4 damage. So 4 damage to Akio.
Okay.
And then one to Lunera, which is going to hit for 4 damage. So 3 spears, and then I've got 3 more attacks coming in at Ari. Or sorry, 3 double attacks. So we'll roll the first one here. The lowest on that is a 16, Ari.
Well, I'm 17.
Okay.
So that one will miss.
Okay, so the other one, so take 4 damage. 4 piercing damage. And then we've got another 3, this time bludgeoning damage. And then both of those will hit, so the second one is a total of 7 damage.
Okay.
7 damages.
And then this last one is going to spend his turn moving to Brahm as well.
I want you to know that your fireplace is what my Brahm magic looks like.
Ooh, I forgot. For ambiance, make it creepier. Which one is it? Yeah.
What? He just called it off.
Ooh,
His
cool.
fire changes
You
colors.
guys that aren't here are missing out.
yeah.
Brahm, it's your turn.
Mic drop. Okay, so I want to use my bonus action,
That's awesome.
and I'm going to take my dancing lights,
Okay.
and I want to attempt to get advantage on these 2 fools in front of me
Okay.
by getting it in front of their eyes and their face and just trying to just get them all discombobulated.
All right, I'll allow it.
And then I'm going to
They start snapping at him like they're fireflies.
and then I want to I'm going to cast Thunder Wave at the first level,
Okay.
and that's going to be a Constitution of 14, and that is going to be 2d8 thunder damage.
They both fail.
Nice.
Are you kidding me? 2 damage. 2 damage, and if they fail, they both get launched 10 feet away from me.
Okay, so go ahead and move them 10 feet away from you. Yeah.
Okay, and then yes, and then I am going to. Is there anything around me I can attempt to hide behind?
No, this is an open courtyard.
Okay, I am going to end my turn.
Okay.
I'll. Is this the wall right here?
Yeah, basically that leads to the inner courtyard.
I can't get far enough away from it anyway, so I got little tiny legs.
Okay.
So I'll just end my turn there.
All right, Thornock, there's 4 guys in front of you now. You swear there were only 2, but it's like Hydra over here.
Hydra.
I just start at the leftmost one and keep chopping.
Okay.
Chop, chop.
Quick, I just love this.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, that's a dead bullywug. Don't even worry about rolling damage.
Prize chopper.
Yep. Next.
For those in the Midwest. Next.
18 plus 7.
That'll hit.
150 points of damage. What? Hold on.
Holy crap.
13.
All right, that's another one. So you, the first bullywug jumps at you, and you grab him by the leg and just slam him into the other one until both are pulp.
Wow.
Can I
Incredible
make
Hulk
my
style.
intimidation check?
Sure, you can go ahead and make your intimidation check. It doesn't seem to be affecting them as much anymore because now they're in the heat of combat. But you can go ahead and roll it.
It's a 17.
Natural 20. Wait, hold on.
All right, and then it is Lunira.
Alright.
Lunira, there's one in front of you.
There's only one?
Yep.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and try and smush him. 9 plus 6, 15.
15 will hit.
Perfect. For 6 damage,
Okay, that doesn't kill him.
obviously. Alright, let's roll other attack. 7 plus 4, 11. That's definitely not going to hit.
No, 11 doesn't hit. And then your bonus.
Alright, that's 8 plus 6, 14.
No, that'll miss.
Damn it.
Dang.
Damn!
Okay,
Alright, I tried.
so you hack into the one in front of you. It kind of stumbles backwards a little bit. And then it is Akio.
Okay.
Fireball!
I'm gonna do Shatter. And I'm gonna cast it right here and just try and take those 3 out.
Level 1 or level 2?
It's a level 2 spell. So they need to make a Constitution of 14.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me the damage. And you're casting it here to take out these 3.
Yeah. So it's a 10-foot. So
You
it
want
should
to cast it here and hit those 2 as well?
Oh yeah, because it would.
Because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
10
That's
feet
better.
there.
So let's just go right in the middle of all of them. And
Okay.
So 8 13.
Farblex makes a save again.
So 14 damage and half for Farblex. So 7.
Okay, and that takes out these 3. Another shattering crash as 3 of them are just kind of ripple apart.
Alright.
Like a frog in a microwave.
And then we've got...
If they had microwaves back then.
I just imagine that episode of Family Guy, Peter Griffin.
Yeah, trying to get the frog out of there. So this one is going to attack Thornock. That one's going to attack Lunira. So Thornock, 2 attacks coming at you. The lowest is a 13.
13 misses.
Okay, so that's just 4 piercing damage. And then the ones against Lunira will both hit. So a total of, there's a 3 bludgeoning damage and then a 4 piercing damage.
4 damage.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Because they're separate
Right.
attacks, yeah.
Right. Look, I'm not with it, okay?
No, you're not. That's okay.
I will get there someday.
Then we've got, the white one is going, so this guy is going to attack Thornock. That guy's going to move back up and try and attack Braum. And then we've got one on Ari as well. Okay, so Ari, here comes yours. That's 1 hit and 1 miss for 3 bludgeoning damage. Ouch. 2 against Thornock here. Those are both misses. And then, can we move that white figurine up next to Braum? Again, the one that got blown back. Thank you. Okay. And then the attacks. So that's a 12 and a 12.
They just miss.
They just miss,
Okay.
okay.
Make sure 13, yes, 13.
Okay.
Just miss.
Alright, and then that is Ari's turn. Alright, there's 3 around you.
1 on the left.
Okay,
A 17.
that will hit.
For nice 13 damage.
Dead.
Splatter.
Splatter.
Next one
Splatter goo.
is a 21
That'll hit.
for 9 damage.
Dead.
And then let's spend a key point again.
Okay, for the last one.
Yeah. First attack is a 11.
11, okay, that'll miss.
Next one is, come on, I need a crit here. Oh, 19 plus 7 is, or 8 is 27.
That'll hit.
Almost crit him. For 10 damage.
10 damage, that's enough to take it out. Okay.
And then I yell over my shoulder at Braum, heal me,
What?
please.
I hear something. What is this noise?
Alright, and then it is...
She wants you to heal her.
Oh, that's what she wants. Yes, right away.
Playing telephone.
Ding, 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 ding. That's 5.
Some of us aren't resistant to
5, 66.
all of these little damage bits like others.
65.
Don't judge me.
I think you left Lunira in there too.
Okay, I just need another concentration throw from you 3. Lunira, Thornock, and Akio. And then...
Concentration or Constitution?
A Constitution, sorry.
Concentration.
I was like,
I bet the bully would have
do
made
that
it. The bully will get in that cloud.
A stinking cloud.
15.
17.
Okay. And Thornock, what'd you get?
20.
14. Okay, you are all okay still.
Take out his staff.
5, 10, 15.
Getting
I
lucky
told
so
you
far.
to take the wizard's staff.
40. Wouldn't ramble mound of his walking stick.
And then we've got one that hasn't gone. He's gonna run up to Ari. Double attack.
Well,
Bite.
1 misses. The spear hits for 4 damage.
Yikes.
Ari, he has a problem.
You're too far away. Brom, it's your turn.
Yeah, it requires touch for me to heal you.
Oh yeah.
But don't you have a staff?
The staff, I have to do cure wounds. Otherwise, I do mass cure wounds only on you and no one else.
I mean, how far is mass cure wounds?
It's a 30-foot sphere.
Okay.
It's not gonna. That's like right here.
Mm.
You'd heal goblin. Well, you'd heal bullywugs.
Well, I choose whoever's in that circle. If I did it like right in the middle, would I be able to hit them all?
So the 30-foot sphere is from you.
It's the mass cure wounds is a 60-foot range. I can choose somewhere.
Okay.
And then it's a 30-foot sphere. But if I do cure wounds, I have to go touch somebody, or same with lesser restoration.
I believe a 30-foot sphere could hit everybody.
Yeah, if you go like right here.
If it hits right there, then I'm going to use my action to.
Let me just check. I want to make sure that I'm doing spheres right.
Okay. I think it's point of origin, then out.
Out in each direction. Yeah, it's a sphere.
So yeah,
And
so
even up
it's a
and
30-foot
down.
radius.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you put it like right here,
Like a
you can hit
dome, so it'd
everybody.
be up and whatever. Okay, I'm gonna cast it. But before I do, I'm gonna use my bonus action to attempt to use my dancing lights
Okay.
to see if I can try and impose disadvantage on this guy that's hitting me,
Okay.
and just like get it in his face, and then I'm gonna turn around and be like, I'm gonna take the staff of healing, and I'm gonna be healed.
And as you pull out the staff of healing, it's got the raven on top again, and you spin it around, and as you slam it down, the stag is on top. And a golden stag leaps from the sphere, like the image of a golden stag, and it slams into the ground, and then it just bursts into this radiant light.
And I just, like...
Oh, body Patronus!
yeah, Expecto Patronum! And just have it go and try and heal them. That is going to be a roll of... That's 5 charges.
Yeah, so go ahead and
It's
3d8 is what you roll. And then add your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yes, 3d8.
I have it up right here.
Alright, 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus 3, 17. So that's 17 points of healing to everyone. And
17.
17.
Yes,
Wow.
17. And then I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Full health, baby.
Is there such thing as overhealing?
In other editions, yes.
Can I have it?
And I'm just gonna brace myself for the worst. I'm going to.
Because that's an action, right?
Which one? Yes, that's a full action. I can't use that as a bonus action. So I think that's the end of my turn. I was concerning if I wanted to try and use my movement and take an attack opportunity, but I'll just stand.
Okay. Thornock, your turn. 2 guys in front of you. Second verse, same as the first.
18.
18 will hit.
Uh, 13.
Okay, 13 damage is dead.
18 again.
Okay, roll damage.
5 billion.
Damage.
Okay, dead.
Yes.
Alrighty. Lunera, it's actually Thornock. Do you want to move?
Would you like to rage move?
Give me towards King Bullywog.
Okay. Yeah, you can make it up to him.
King Bullywog!
Give him a hug. Turn to the bollywog to your left.
Lunera.
Give him
Yes.
a hug.
Your turn.
You got one in front of you and one sort of behind you and me.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try and take out the one that's behind us.
You're another one in front of you?
Or
You probably get that one and then move and get the other one.
Yeah.
Destroy
Okay.
him.
sounds good.
Rid him from
Let's roll. Oh, 19, so net crit.
Okay.
Critical.
That's a dead bullet.
Alright.
And you want to move over?
He did. Alright. Yes, so let's go back. Alright.
Attack.
It's a miss. 5 plus 6, 11.
Yep, that's a miss. And then your bonus attack.
Alright.
Hatchet.
11 plus 6, 17.
Okay, go ahead and roll me down.
The lizardmen come late, we kill them and take the castle.
2 plus 3, 5 damage.
5 damage. That's enough to kill it because that one got hit by the thunder wave.
I'm so
Nice. Yeah.
Dead animal.
All right.
sweet.
And it's me.
It is Akio's turn.
I turn and I say, I get a little bit out of the way so I don't hit Thorn Rock, even though I can sculpt it. And I say, I saved this for you! And I launch Fireball at him.
Just that one person.
I just really wanted to.
Okay. So what? It's a.
Put it in the middle of them so it hits the.
Yeah, I'll put it right here so I get the T-Rex thing too. The raptor.
They're all bully boys.
Or the bullywug that's disguised.
As you're
in this
fighting,
thing.
Yeah.
20-foot tall T-Rex stands.
It's a 14 dex.
Well, neither of them make the dex save.
Okay,
So
8d6.
this one is incinerated.
Yeah, he's gone.
That's
8d6. Okay, here we go.
Incinerate them, minions.
8, 10, 11, 17, 19, 23, 26 damage.
26.
Very nice.
Okay, so one thing that happens is you see it burn away his bark skin armor.
Yes.
Nice.
Conflagration.
Whoop.
And
And it definitely does a whole lot of damage to him, and he's just like kind of shrieking.
as my bonus, or I just want to use the rest of my movement, so I did.
I'm getting out of here!
So I got 25, so I'll go 10, 15, 20, 25. So you could just get a little closer.
As this purple fire just kind of fades, you're just stalking towards him.
Walking all like cool. With a little swagger.
Then the last bullywug that's not the king that's alive is going to take a swipe or two, but they both miss on Braun. Then it is Ari's turn.
I'm gonna move up directly behind the king
We got him basically surrounded.
and make some attacks.
He goes, betrayal from the cult of the dragon.
Make the concave parts.
Wait, sorry, what did he say?
He said, betrayal from the cult of the dragon.
Make all the convex shapes concave.
I flash, as I'm running towards him, I flash him my Order of the Gauntlet insignia and say, sorry, you've been had. And attack.
Okay.
You have been had.
First attack misses, because it was a 10.
You've been had.
Yeah, whiff. Second attack is a 22
Okay, that'll hit.
for, nice 13 damage.
Okay.
The key point to try and stun him.
Okay.
Kill him. Bring him down.
You
So
still,
he has
you
to
still
make
get
a
your
Constitution save of 14.
okay, and then you still get your regular extra attack off that, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he does not make his save.
Yes.
So you smack him in the back of the head, and he stumbles forward. He drops his staff, and he's just kind of like dazed. And then you come in with
In
your
that case,
yeah.
I want to spend a key point for two attacks.
Okay.
Yeah. Take off his head.
So the first one is a natural 20.
How do you kill him?
How do you dispose of his body?
Rip off his head.
But you know what? I'm just going to like crouch down really low and just do a jumping uppercut shoulder
Okay.
With the glowy hand.
with the glowy hand.
Shout out,
I want to send it flying
Iron
as
fist.
far as
I
I can.
am the immortal Iron
He
Fist.
flies up into the air, doesn't quite breach the walls, and then he just comes splattering down into the mud, a pile of splattered goo.
Yes.
Right.
Oh wait, there's one dude left.
It's okay. I'm gonna fight him with honor.
Yeah. So let's go
Brom's
ahead and
gonna
do
take
that.
him out.
Brom,
Draw
it is
my-
your turn.
I draw my rapier
Okay.
Skewer him.
and I say, "You have fought with honor, young one. But unfortunately, today is the day you die." And I attack him.
Right through his froggy thingy.
But I act like I'm hitting him with my rapier, and I cast Thunderwave. 2d8, and that's going to be a Constitution of 14.
Okay.
5.
He does not make it. In fact, he rolled a natural 1. So
Can I break his beard?
yes.
I joined the club.
So he's sitting there like this, and he's trying to resist your thunder wave, and his spear just shatters in his face.
Yes!
And what's the total damage on it?
That is a 4, 5.
5 total. 5. Yeah, that's enough to count. So
I kind of feel dirty after that.
the sounds of battle of your battle fade as you're surrounded by 36 dead bullywugs,
Oh my gosh.
and around the corner comes the flopping of more bullywug feet, and a whole swarm of them starts coming around the corner, and they run right past you. They hop and leap over you guys. You take a couple like swipes thinking they're coming at you, and then 24 lizard folk come around the corner too, stabbing and slashing at them and chasing them down.
Nice.
And Snapjaw stops at the fallen body of Farblex, and he lifts the corpse up into the air, hisses in triumph, and in Draconic you hear him shout, "The swamp is ours again!" And a cheer rings up from the other lizard folk, and then he drops it to the ground, and he looks over at all of you and he says, "You held your end of the bargain. Thank you."
In common?
Yes,
Wow.
I bow.
That was very good comment.
been practicing.
I want to walk up to him and say, we would like to ask, as a token of your gratitude, free reign of this castle, as well as our first selection of any loot that we find.
We lizard folk care not for the castle.
Sweet.
Or for
Excellent.
Can we have squatting rights?
I
Take what you want.
I hand him one of the shattered spears, the 2 halves, and I say, "Put this on the front gate."
No, 2 of them. They got a cross.
Yeah, the 2 halves of a broken spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd say, "Put these on the front gate."
And he hands it off to an underling, and that guy nods.
Mission completed.
Okay.
I want to loot the body of King Bullywug.
King
Oh,
Bullywug.
wait. As a gesture, before Snapjaw runs away, is the King Bullywug wearing a crown?
Yeah, he's wearing that crocodile
Like
head.
perfect.
Okay, I pick up the crocodile head and I give it to
Snapjaw.
Snapjaw as like just a this is yours now type thing.
Snapjaw looks at it, and he takes like the strap that Farblex was using, and he straps it not to his head but to his shoulder.
Sweet.
And it kind of hangs off of his shoulder as this kind of shoulder plate. And he goes, "In return, check the statue." And then he points towards the chapel,
All right.
and then he turns and leaves.
Sweet chapel statue.
Okay.
Territory.
Chapel statue.
Okay, so that is, they go wandering off and going to chase down the rest of the bullywugs. First things first, 490 experience points for the combat alone.
Yes.
Another 500 experience points for killing Farblex. And another 2,000 experience points each for completing the quest and helping the lizard folk.
Okay.
So what's that total?
That is a total of
2,990.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're encroaching level 6.
So it was 400, then 500, and then the 2,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
2,990.
Oh.
If we're all about the same, about 12,605.
I'm
Now-
12,200.
But it'll be rough.
But
It'll be roughly in that area.
Yeah. What is yeah, we're about 2,000 away. 2,000.
1,400 is the level 6, so we are about just under 2,000.
yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm only about 800 away.
Yeah, because Ari keeps checking traps.
Traps.
All right,
traps.
So the body of Farblex Spattergoo does not have much on him. He's got his hide armor and everything.
Can
He's
I
got
inspect his staff?
Yeah, you can go ahead and inspect the
Let's
staff.
see if it's a magical item.
But in his bag, you do find 2 mud-stained books.
11.
11? No, there's no magic in the staff.
It's just a stick.
And you open it up, and it's a bunch of arcane scrawlings that you can't understand.
That.
Spellbooks.
Any of us?
Ari.
Oh.
Ari said he was doing the
I say, can I look at those?
I'd hand them off to Akio.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yes, go ahead and make an Arcana.
19.
19. So these are 2 spell books.
Okay.
I'm going to show you. Basically, these spell books have these spells in them that you can either transcribe into your own spell book, or you can keep these around and prepare from these.
Ooh.
And the names of the different wizards are at the top of the spell books, by the way. They should say their names there. So I'll let you go through that. Now, it is still pretty late. That did not take you guys very long. So what would you like to do at this point? Are we going to continue exploring this castle of every nook and cranny, or are we going to continue the chase for the Cult of the Dragon?
One thing is for sure, we need to get cleaned up.
Yeah, you guys are filthy.
We're stinky.
Yeah.
I want to explore the rest of the castle. I don't know about you guys. Let's at least check the statue before we log off for the night. Can we check the statue?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys head into the chapel. You see the wooden carved effigy of Tiamat. And you kind of are going through when Ari is checking around, and there's a little switch that she clicks, and it opens up, and it reveals a secret compartment that slides out the bottom. And
How many of these could I copy down? One?
no, so these are your spell book. Like there's
You
extra
can
spell
copy
books.
all of them.
You can
Get them
take the
all.
time to
Over
copy
time.
them into your spell book, or you can just use them as spell books.
Oh.
And you can
okay.
sell
Actually,
them.
no, I would say you would have to copy it into your spell book. So it would just take time to copy these. A day for each level of the spell, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Cool.
you can sell the spell book.
And then what happens is, and then you.
But then I
prepare-
have to choose which ones I have prepared.
Each day you just prepare which of those spells you want.
There's so many.
There are a lot of spells in there.
There's so many.
So what comes out?
A dagger.
Ooh.
Yep. A black.
Does it have black dragon blood on it?
It does. It does not have any blood on it.
Dang, it's not my deck.
No. Actually, you know what? Yes, it does. It does, in fact, have some dried black dragon blood. You do recognize this dagger.
Will you send that to me so I
Yes.
have a copy?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Guys, I get Dimension Door.
Well, so I should also point out that you can only use spells that you can use the spell level of.
Right, but I can still copy it, and then when I get level 4 spells, I can have. So pretty soon, I will have Dimension.
That'll be so cool.
Do you want to just send it to your Gmail?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's cool.
Do we know what this dagger is?
I'm
So it's Brahm's dagger. Brahm, you're still in your ritual mode for your magic items,
That dagger.
and it is glowing.
There's something wrong with my dagger, guys. What did you do to you?
Maybe it's improved.
Can I?
Ooh, the dragon blood.
I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna see what happens.
Okay, you touch it. It doesn't like kill you or anything.
Doesn't burn me.
Nope.
Is it glowing to
Pick it
me or just to Brahm
gonna
because
pick
he
it up.
did the...
He's got the
Right.
magic identity.
Can
I
I
can pick it up.
do-
Do I know what the School of Magic is?
You can Let's see the School of Magic.
I think it tells me what the School of Magic is, not necessarily what spells on it, but the School of Magic.
It's an enhancement because it's an enhancement of blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems to be enhanced.
Yep.
All right.
Would it assist if I did an Arcana check at all?
What you can do is you can spend a short rest to examine it and see if you can like attune to it or something.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see what happens. For now, I'm gonna sheath it while we're looking for this. Actually, I'm gonna use that dagger, and I'm gonna carve in Tiamat's chest the broken spear symbols, and then I'm gonna pee on the totem. Sure, who's boss? You're my territory now.
Yeah.
Anything else in this room?
No, there doesn't appear to be anything else of value in the chapel that you can see, but let me just double check on it.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, no, there's nothing else of value that you can see. There's a few candlesticks, but they're like pewter.
Awesome.
Okay.
This is the dagger I'm gonna kill him with.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it at her, I'm gonna miss. It's gonna hit the wall.
I'm assuming you guys are probably wanting to go to sleep. I just want to keep exploring.
I need to sleep.
Yeah, me too.
Like, wait, are you talking real life or?
Yeah,
All
real
about
life.
And can I just real quick before we forget?
Yeah.
Was there anything on the bullywugs of value, the 32 or whatever that we killed?
No, there were none in the courtyard that had any sort of value.
Okay. Okay. Well, why don't we take a rest and we can explore the castle. I mean, like next time we play. I'm saying let's take a long rest, camp for the night or whatever.
Long rest.
Exploring.
Yes, so you will all be able to take a long rest. Go ahead and
Cool.
rest
the
up.
freaking Luya.
And then you find out that this is a dagger of venom.
Ooh.
So you gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. And then you can use an action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature. That creature must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute.
Wow.
And then the dagger can't be used this way again until next drawn.
That's awesome.
So I have to like.
You have to like sheath it, yeah,
pull it out.
and wait for a moment and pull it.
That's a posted dagger. I'm just looking.
Dagger of venom.
Dagger of venom.
That's cool.
All right. That was very
Inspiration
rewarding.
to Brahm, or not Brahm, Akio, for hanging the spears above the door. Very, very
Yeah,
good.
man.
All right.
Heck yeah. Good job. Go everybody. That was a good fight.
That was the bomb.
Yes, very well done, all around.
In hindsight, I probably should have just opened that barracks door and let you throw a fireball in there, and probably would have made the fight a lot easier.
Yeah, true.
We
But
tried to hatch this elaborate, draw them out plan, and ended up just fighting them all in the courtyard anyway.
But good job. That was pretty good.
yeah. I think this is the longest we've stayed in one location.
Yes. Well, and the whole thing is that you've been chasing the cult of the dragon this entire time, right?
Right.
Like every time that you guys even thought about taking a break, it's like, no, we need to keep moving because the cult is moving forward. We need to keep tracking down where this treasure is going.
Well, now we
Which
know we've
is
got
still technically the case.
Right, but we know we've got potentially someone in our dungeon unless they've escaped out of a secret tunnel we don't know about. But at least we have a good idea
What
of where
kind of
they're going.
castle has secret tunnels?
All of them. All of them.
Hey, Corey, speaking of really quick, can we, like, can we take our long rest close to, like, the dungeon entrance? Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah, so the ground
guards.
level for the tower that you guys were staying in actually has the staircase down to the lower level.
Sweet.
Okay. I just want to, I think we ought to post a guard and make sure nobody comes up or tries to, sneak away or sneak attack us for that matter.
Agreed.
And maybe there is another exit from that dungeon, but maybe this is the only way in or out. And be good to, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Oh, baby.
We survived.
All right.
We did it.
So close I can. That's it.
Bravo on the
Alright,
all those
later.
attack rolls, by the way.
Night,
Night,
Reese.
guys.
See you guys.
Night.
See ya.
Big round of applause for
Yes,
Nibiru.
well done.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
for
a
me.
lot. That was a lot of people to manage.
Yeah. I would have gone crazy.
I mean, yeah.
All right, guys, I'm cutting the stream. Thanks for coming.
Bye bye.